right, everybody. Good evening and welcome back to Talking Watches. Today is Tuesday, August 26th, 2025, and this is episode 1622. For those who are joining in for the first time ever, my name is Tim Wright. I live stream every single day at 5 p.m. New York time for about 3 hours on this channel, and we cover all the latest in the world of watches. Breaking news, fresh releases, collector stories, interviews with industry insiders, and sometimes even go live from the watch event. Now, because this is my full-time job, the way I keep this show running is through your support. By sending super chats, you make sure your questions and comments are read live on air. We have memberships that start at just $4 a month, and you can join our exclusive WhatsApp group at a $10 level, where the conversation basically keeps going 24/7 around the clock. Now, as you know, I jokingly call it grifting for super chats, but it's what makes this all possible. Without you guys, I can't do it. On the wrist, got a wristwatch check real quick here. Check this out. Let's see if you guys can tell what it is. Well, this is the Tudor Black Bay 54, and I have it paired with the original James Bond NATO strap, a nod to Sean Connery, sorry, in Doctor No. The Black Bay 54 is the Tudor's most faithful modern reinterpretation of their 1954 Submariner, reference 7922, and the brand's first dive watch. It came, let me see here. Let me take it off here. It comes in a very wearable 37 millimeter size, which makes it one of the most vintage accurate divers in the modern market. As for the strap, Connery famously wore his Rolex Submariner on a striped NATO strap in Doctor No 1962, which became one of the most iconic watch strap combos in the modern cinema history. The NATO wasn't even standard issue for the Submariner at the time, but that look has been cemented in the cultural, like in the cultural history, guys. It's a very famous combo. Let me just put it back on the strap here. Just very quickly, yesterday we had a great conversation about the Ming's brand new release, the 5704 Iris Mono Pusher Chronograph, celebrating Ming's 8th anniversary. It was a 40 mil stainless steel case, Art Deco design, left-handed mono pusher, Iris dial. It's a Salida movement, but Ming that done a lot of modification on it. 60 hours of power reserve, limited to 100 pieces at $6,250. What more can you ask for? But we also had Chris join, who unboxed his brand new wristwatch that he traded in for the Zulu time. If you missed the episode, go back and watch it. It was one for the books. Now, tonight, we've got a guest interview. We got Chris Alexander, the dial artist. He's waiting for us to get this intro out of the way. Chris is returning guest from episode 1606. And tonight he's back to discuss his collaboration with Holthinrichs, Holthinrichs Watches. It's a very interesting watch company. They've just released a Signature Ornament LAB Series 1.24. The piece blends their 3D printing architectural case design with Chris's artistry on the dial. We're going to be breaking it down, the creative process, the design challenges, and what makes this lab release such a bold statement. If you haven't already, you can read about it in the monochrome, fratello, and worn and wound. Then the last 2 hours, we're going to talk about the new Vacheron Constantin release, the new Perpetual calendar. We're going to take a look at the Armstrong Tribute One, Sandstein, Mocha Mousse, and the Messina Lab X Vieni Holter Old Soul. So uh, don't go anywhere. Your next 3 hours have been decided for you. Guys, drop your wrist checks in the chat. Send your super chats now and be part of the conversation. Let's get right into talking watches, episode 1622. Chris, welcome to the show.
Hello, hello. Lovely to be back. Thank you for inviting me back so quickly.
Hey, last time you joined us, it was episode 1606. We had a fantastic chat about your work as the dial artist. How have you been since?
Busy, which is good. Hectic. The run up to the Geneva Watch Days is always a busy time. So, yeah, I'm glad to see the back of that when it comes round. And then, no doubt, it's staying on to the London and Dubai shows. So, it's never ending.
Oh, it's going to be some busy times. I wish I was able to come out for the Geneva Watch Days this year. I was there last year. It's so much fun. I highly recommend anybody who's in a position has an opportunity to go. This is probably the best. I would say it's even better than the Watches and Wonders because
100%.
there's just more collectors, more enthusiasts, and there's panels, there's educational. This is more educational, whereas the Watches and Wonders feels like it's more of an industry. It because Watches and Wonders, it used to be and is kind of an industry uh reveal, but man, the Geneva and you're gonna
Yeah.
the Geneva Watch Days?
So, I mean, I totally agree. I think the best comparison or analogy is think about Watches and Wonders as like the Geneva Car Show, and then Geneva Watch Days is like Good Festival of Speed. You know, it's that's the best comparison from a car analogy where Watches and Wonders is like it's eye opening. If you get a chance to go to the PAL Expo and you see the size of the booths and what they have, that is like the first time you go there, you're like, holy moly, this is insane. And then you can kind of, but I mean, I've maybe we've been fortunate enough to go along during press days, so the disadvantage of that is that if you don't have an appointment with a brand, the brands don't have time to speak to you. So it's very much a walking around exercise. You definitely get your steps in, but it's a bit plain in a sense. Whereas I think the Geneva Watch Days, because it isn't sponsored by the brands, no, they don't pay for anybody to go. There's so much more interaction with incredible brands all along kind of the lakefront as well. And there's loads more events, I think, in the evening and during the day. Like they have symposiums throughout the day where you can sign up and go to those and learn more about I mean, you get actually in touch and distance of the big CEOs and hear what they have to say. So yeah, I'm really excited for Geneva Watch Days. Last year was phenomenal. I'm really excited to see this year. So definitely going to that. Only for 2 days, mind, but 2 days is enough.
Hey, 2 days is all you need, and these are action-packed days. It's just nonstop. I remember when I was there, I was streaming like 12 hours a day because it's just never-ending stuff to see and show. I just wanted to very quickly just shout out because we've got Tony in the chat. He's joining us, the other member of the Case in Time team. He's in the chat. He very kindly sent me your creation right here. Uh,
Awesome, you got a burger.
I've got
That's not going to help the diet.
the burger. Well, I can satisfy my craving by just looking at one of these and smelling it, and then I don't have to eat it. So
I know we need to get a burger scent. We need to get a scent encapsulated into this, so it kind of. Yeah, I think we might get a lot of lawsuits for people kind of having burgers removed from their intestines somewhere.
that would be funny. Feel like a fragrance scent that you could put in, so that way when you open the packaging. Yeah, I got the packaging here. If you when you open the bag, you guys can give it a couple of squirts inside, and it's gonna smell like a fresh a
That'd be
bagel
deadly, wouldn't it? Could you
or a
imagine?
burger.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think Tony and I have talked about like how can we get fabric infused with like the donut smell and everything like that. But I think it's one of those ideas you're thinking is that too crazy? But maybe not. Maybe we can get
No,
like a wee scent pouch.
I'll get you in touch with my friend Auta Erica. She's a fragrance aficionado. She has one of the
Oh,
biggest YouTube channels on fragrances. Got a collection of like 10,000 fragrances or something
wow.
ridiculous like that. Yeah. And she's always talking with the brands. I'm sure because I've seen there's a WD-40 fragrance that smells like WD-40. You can put it on. No, I know.
For the mechanic in your life, you know.
Who came up with that idea?
Oh, I've no idea. Do you know
But
what? It's like petrol, though, isn't it? Like you, when you go to the petrol station, you do kind of look a bit weird and have a couple of good sniffs of the old petrol tank and kind of go, smells good, you know. So, I mean, I don't know about wearing it as a fragrance all day. You might get the wrong type of clientele chapping at your door, you know, big burly mechanics and truck drivers.
well, I remember as a kid in Ukraine, whenever there would be like a gasoline truck would pass by, we would run out to smell the gasoline. So I'm down for that. You can make a watch roll shaped like a tire, right? You
Yeah,
put the tire thread around it, and then okay, okay, that's a but
yeah.
no more spoilers, no more spoilers.
No,
Uh,
shit.
by the way, I have one more question I wanted to ask you before we jump into the collab. It's what you've been wearing on the wrist lately.
So,
Let-
if anybody remembers the last episode, I talked about the first watch that my dad got me, and it was tucked away in the thing. But I dug it out, and I'm wearing that today. So I'll take it off. So this was the watch
Yeah.
that my dad, well, not the exact watch, that's long gone, but this is, a brand new old stock of the Seiko Kinetic.
Oh yeah.
It's very futuristic, very kind of like Oakley-esque, style, and
Mm.
it fitted perfectly when I was like 10 or 12. I mean, it is a very small size. I mean, I actually don't know how small is this. Let me get the old trusty calipers out.
I'm wearing the 37 mil
It's
case
38
watch.
millimeters. It's 38 mil. I mean,
Oh, 38.
yeah, it looks a lot smaller than that. Maybe it's just the way that, the lugs obviously stretch up the way it is. But if anybody knows what
Mhm.
the kinetic was, kind of like the in between quartz and mechanical S thing. So there is a rotor inside that. And I don't know if you can hear that
Oh,
against a microphone.
oh,
So you can't.
kinetic.
The crown does nothing. The crown, if you spin it, it does nothing. It sets the time, and that's
Hmm.
all it does. And it actually gives you instructions that when you buy this watch, you meant to do like a figure of eight swoosh
Oh,
for quite a while, and you can feel the rotor. It's a very. I mean, if this was in a mechanical watch, I would send it back for servicing. The rotor is very rough in this watch, but that is because it's almost like a dynamo, like um, an alternator, so to speak. So that powers up a capacitor
uh-huh.
in the actual watch, which then keeps the watch running. So the capacitor is almost like, a rechargeable battery, and
Hmm.
this just keeps that going. So it does tick like a mechanical watch. It isn't a swoop, it is a tick. You can see that going there.
Uh-huh.
And then if you push this button, it tells you how much power reserve you have.
Oh,
So
how does
every time it flies forward 5 seconds, it gives you I think it's a day.
uh-huh.
So it can give you up to 7 or 8 days, and then it obviously stops until the second hand catches back up with that, and then you'll see it will then start to naturally tick after that length of time's gone past. There you go.
Some clever technology.
So I mean
Oh,
that's like a 30-year-old watch, maybe even
yeah.
longer, So that's the technology back then, 30 years. It's still got the blue stainless steel protective packing on the back. But yeah, super cool watch. I mean, very, very retro vibes that it gives. But yeah, so that's what I'm wearing
Is that
today.
like 1970s,
No, I would say it's probably
80s,
late, probably early 90s, maybe late
early
90s.
90s? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm wearing today.
it's got a very cool look to it, and obviously the most important thing is this was the watch that your father was wearing. That's a
Oh,
great
so
connection.
yeah, no, this was the first watch my father bought me as my first big boy watch. So we were
Cool.
actually on a cruise in the Bahamas. We lived in South Africa at the time. My dad, so the story goes, very short story.
Mhm.
Um, my dad took us to America to go see a space shuttle launch because he was an astrophysicist. As part of that holiday, we went on a cruise around the Florida Keys, and in one of the stores on one of the islands in Nassau or something like that, he bought me this watch. Well, not this watch, but one of these watches that came on a yellow rubber strap. But the funny thing was, is that when we were there, NASA cancelled the space launch, and we never saw
Oh,
it. So my dad was absolutely livid. Spent all
oh
that
my
money,
god.
and he never got to see what he wanted to go see. So yeah, so there
You
you go.
know, there's that famous video. It's called like the best video ever made. I don't know if you've seen it. It's the launch of the rocket. You haven't seen it?
No, no,
It's only a couple of seconds. Let me show you.
I'll go for it.
Best video ever made rocket launch, because just the way they've done it, they only had one shot to do it. Let's see here. I think you'll get a kick out of this. It's only okay, here we go. It's only a couple of seconds. 1 minute long, but I think you're gonna really like it. I have never seen a rocket launch either, but a friend of mine from UK, he came to visit NASA. So it's so cool. Here, check this out. Watch
All
this.
three men had understood that certain gases ignite and that the thermos flask permits you to store vast quantities of those gases safely in the frozen liquid form until you want to ignite them, at which point you take the top off the flask, the gases evaporate, you apply a light, and boom. Now, two gases do that better than any other. And it was Obert's assistant who put them together most efficiently. His name was Werner von Braun. And the two gases that he released from his particular version of a thermos flask, the one lying on its side behind me now, were hydrogen and oxygen. If you release those two gases into a confined space with a hole at the other end of it and mix them as you do so, and then set light to them, you get that.
Holy, that is like
Destination, the moon or Moscow.
you could not have timed that better.
Right? Only had one opportunity to get
Oh,
that shot, and boom.
holy. Wow, that's super cool. No, that is that yeah. I mean, he earned his paycheck that year, that's for sure.
Mm. Yeah, that's what and that watch that you have, it reminds me a little bit of like the space shuttle. It's the shape, the way it kind of looks.
Yeah,
It's got these lines of a like a space shuttle.
yeah,
Um,
it's super cool. I don't know what the design inspiration was, but yeah, it spoke to me. I think it must have been 12 or 13 at the time. So it spoke to me, and my dad said sure, and then
yeah,
that was it. So yeah. So
so
that was
cool.
so it's good to kind of be reunited, and it very fits very well as kind of a 38 millimeter watch.
Mm. I bet this watch has brought you a lot of memories back. All the different uh, adventures you had with this watch outside of just that vacation, because you wore it for years afterwards, and like wearing a watch from the past can just spark all these memories, kind of like
Oh
what
yeah,
fragrances do. So
I think that's a whole.
that's what it's all about, right? That's what the watches are all about, in my opinion. Kind of bringing back the memories, having great time, you know. And I love the science in it as well. Like you said, it's got a very special movement with the rotor. So I guess it charges an internal battery for a couple of days, and then it just restarts. It's just a really cool
Yeah,
science.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I think that's the love of what the watch world, and I suppose many other worlds that we start collecting and brings us. I mean, whether it's the collectible cards or artwork or cars or anything like that. I think there's an affinity towards things that draws us back to it. And I think speaking with most collectors, you either have like two types of camps. You have one camp where my father was a collector, he liked watches and he brought me into this world, or you have one that says, actually, I just stumbled into it. It's something that I like, and they have no previous history to kind of go back to bring that nostalgia back. But what happens over a length of a collector's journey is that they then build their own story. So yeah, you can collect this piece that is like, oh, it reminds you of my dad, or it reminds you of this time, whatever it might be. But
Mm,
inevitably that just then gets put back in a watch box, and then you wear another watch or another thing, and then you start to build your own little history, your own archive, and you can kind of go back like cassette tapes and like an old mixtape and pick out the watch that you like, and that brings you back to that memory. Most people might have a special watch for an occasion or anything like that, but I mean, collect for 10, 15, 20 years. You don't, I mean, the word collector sounds like you have hundreds. It doesn't. It could be one or two. Um, but you go back to those watches, and every time you might, I mean, certainly I do, every time I look at a watch, it definitely has, it's got an instant history point reminder, and then that kind of almost gets sped forward to the next fun time I had with that watch. So that could be like, oh, I wore that at my first Watches and Wonders, and now I'm going back to Geneva Watch Days. Or I remember that was a scary time. We almost got chased by the police because we're drinking too much as little kids, or whatever it might be. But there's that fun, it is almost like this Raiders of a Lost Ark scene where Indiana Jones lifts up the chest and the gold comes out. Or if you're more of a Pulp Fiction man, you're Vincent, open up the case in that kind of glow, and you're thinking, what memory am I going to wear today? And I think that's the
mm,
beauty of watch collecting.
mm. And that's why it's good to collect kind of good stuff. Like if you're collecting good stuff, doesn't have to be the most expensive thing because there is this um, like a law of diminishing returns. Of course, like if finances don't matter, okay, that there's exceptions for everything. But I think anyone, or actually everyone, uh, can collect wristwatches. There's wristwatches for everyone out there that will be able to last forever. And even like the watch that your father bought you, okay, maybe you weren't able to have the original watch, but when you get a brand like was it the Casio or was it the
Seiko.
there you go. Oh, Seiko. Seiko is one of the top brands. You know that this is the type of brand that will bring back the watch, uh, like renew it, and it's kind of like wearing the original watch. And that's the watch that you were given as a kid. So you can't just start out with these really big pieces right up the gate.
No, I think, and I know there are some people out there who have very deep pockets, and they come and they get into the watch world. And their first watch might be an AP or something like that. Inevitably, what I've found when you speak to people like that, they then go in hard, and then they work backwards through to the vintage pieces. And they always work backwards to something that has meaning rather than something that just costs a lot of money. And I think we all, as collectors, have that meaningful watch, where it's a first watch or it's a family heirloom or whatever it might be. But I think that's the key thing of collecting is buying what you like rather than what people tell you should like.
Yeah, and what's in your budget? You should never try to overstretch to get the more expensive
Yeah,
watch than you think you can afford because this is just the type of hobby where the prices get completely out of
true.
control. I mean, it's just Hublot just announced a $5 million Big Bang. They call it
Yeah.
the 5 million. It's insane. It's
No.
just they're just testing to see. Wait,
Course.
can we
But I
get
mean,
these celebrities,
there will be
spend this
somebody,
money?
there
Just a
will be
joke at
somebody
this
who's
point.
bought that. I mean, there will be somebody who bought that. And I think that's the other aspect with money in terms of the cost of watches is um, when you actually find a watch that you like that might not necessarily cost a lot of money, I think that when you buy something not for the brand, or you buy something not for the price, and you buy something because you like, I think that has more value to you in the long run, and those are the pieces that you keep, whereas everything else just gets flipped in time, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I was fortunate enough last couple of years ago to go, when I was in Watches and Wonders, to go to the Jacob and Co. um in the Four Seasons, and they were showing off the billionaire, the yellow diamond billionaire, which was like 20 million Swiss francs or something like that, and each link was like $300,000 or something, and you hold it and it's like a marvel of engineering and gem setting and so forth, but it also, you kind of go, this isn't real. This can't be real. I
Mm.
mean, this kind of almost feels a wee bit, a wee bit, not cheap's not the word, but almost like it's like costume jewelry, because you just can't fathom the value in this thing, and you just don't. You kind of like, this isn't real. This can't be
Yeah.
real, you know. And
Yeah.
that watch had sold before it even released. There's somebody out there for, there's a mark out there for everybody.
Yeah. I guess it's just that's the kind of crazy thing about wristwatches, that they could, uh, you know, go, in the crazy directions. Um, and it's also at the same time it's art. It it creates a lot of jobs, I think, for a lot of people. Wristwatches is, in my opinion, it's like a sustainable art that because like what are we here for, right? On this planet, what are we doing, right? And a lot of things, they seem to be like they come and go, but wristwatches I see as something that people could always do and always continue to innovate. And it's great because like time is also such a valuable thing, and we still have yet to understand fully what it even is. Like, what is time? Is it?
I think we're obsessed with chasing something that we cannot control. Simple as that. We cannot control time. It's inevitable. So we control how we wish to look at it, you know?
Mm,
And I think that, you know, you see, I heard all these kind of celebrities talking about, like, oh, I wear a $400,000 watch because it's not about, how much I value, it's how much I value my time. You're thinking, oh, shut up. It's like, what a load of nonsense. It's like, you have a cool watch because you can afford it. If I had several million in the bank, I'd probably have a cool watch like you too. Like, Mark Zuckerberg went in hard. He had no idea about watches, and then before you know it, he's probably got the most expensive collection known to man. And I don't think he truly understands everything about the watch world. I think he just, like, he has people tell him, like, get that, that's cool, buy that, that's cool, and he's like, yeah, sure. He can just say yes.
yeah.
I think if we walked into a showroom and you presented that 5 million Big Bang, and you presented all these things, that at the current state we're in, we kind of go, that's a stupid amount of money. But if you had all the money in the world, you'd be like, yeah, I'll have one, whatever. Yeah, cool, whatever. And that's, sometimes people are like that, and that's why they make them, because if there are people that be like, yeah, sure, whatever.
There's people that could be. It could be like watches at that price point. It's just I feel like some of these brands, they're just taking a piss. They're like, "Hey, what can we do?" Like there's people willing to spend basically just to outflex each other. They want to be with the most expensive watch. Let's see if we can create this watch, not spend too much money, and just just
Yeah, who
list it
knows how
and see
they
what happens. Maybe
who knows
somebody.
how they price structure, but yeah, it
Yeah,
seems an awful lot of money. Anything,
yeah,
I mean, I can, even with the yellow diamonds. I mean, I think it took 10 years to find all those exact diamonds, which you can understand there's a value proposition to that, but even then, 20 million for a watch, it's a lot.
yeah. And the thing is, like, money is not everything. There's certain things that money cannot buy, and it can't buy time, which is so ironic. That is, I find it to be like one of the most incredible um like what's it called? Not a conundrum, but and how would you? ironies, I
It's
guess, of the world,
irony.
right? You can buy the most expensive watch, but you can't buy time.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's hilarious, you know.
So yeah.
But let's talk about this watch. Let's talk about this new incredible creation. You spent a lot of your time, a lot of your efforts in making this watch a reality. Let me put it on the screen here. Here we go. So, um, uh, tell me how did this collaboration first came about with Holthrich's signature.
Sure. So the actual I've had some sort of slight communication with them beforehand
Mhm.
through Instagram, because I just think that they did some incredible stuff. Their ornament, their delft, everything that they did was beautiful. And what attracted them to I was attracted to was the use of technology that they did with their watches. So they are renowned for their additive technology processes, which is beautifully displayed with the Lab One, with the lugs in the case, where the actual case is made out of grade 5 titanium, but it's been 3D printed now. 3D printing is a dirty word in that sense, because it's called additive manufacture. So there is a difference between the two, but in a sense they use titanium dust and several layers, and I think they print it at something stupid like 0.06 of a micron at a time, and that gets lasered, and that builds up like we know what 3D printing is to produce these cases, and those cases are then hand processed by the team at Holthinrichs, which is an incredibly difficult thing to do because it is titanium. Titanium is unbelievably hard. So the actual processing and the handwork and the handcraft that goes into finishing off that case is amazing. So you can probably see there, those are all the actual main parts of the watch that then get processed by the watchmakers in a team in Holland. So I was attracted to them with that. I said, "Are you going to Geneva?" I think it was Geneva Watch Days. And then we said, "Yeah, let's meet up here." And it was just by chance that we were walking over the bridge between the new town and the old town. And I said, "Let me walk and talk." So we walked and talked, and we basically came up with an idea on that distance. So I don't know how long that bridge is, maybe 100 meters, maybe slightly more.
Oh
The
yeah.
bridge between it's just outside the Four Seasons, and it goes all the way across to the old town where all the expensive shops are. So it's probably like 100-meter bridge, maybe slightly more. And within that process, within that journey, we had come up with this idea of what we want to do. So that was a creative process in a sense. Like, we want to work in a lab series. We want to work with natural processes, or processes that look natural. And they produced the Lab One, which was exactly the same watch in terms of case and the dial, and they oxidized the dial. So what I have done with them is, like, as it is a 1.24, it's a step up from what they originally produced. So they produced the Lab Series 1, which was 30 pieces, and that just had an oxidized dial. So they have created a process through electrolysis and heat to to kind of force a patina on their copper dial. So each dial naturally is different because the patina produced through this oxidization process is unique. So although it's not natural, it is natural in the sense that you're forcing a natural process at a shorter space of time. And then we thought, there is a story on Instagram now by Mikael, who talks about them moving to the new armory, which is a new atelier for them. And the roof of that is very much the same patina color, but along the way, there is little kind of ornaments in the roof structure that have got gold on them, which is like almost national emblems along the rooftop. So we wanted to try and emulate that process organically rather than a forced image of this copper gold patina effect. So they sent me a bunch of dials. I kind of did some experimentation and we came up with this way of placing 24 karat gold. And the reason why it had to be pure is because normally when you work with gilt or any type of gilt material, if it's not pure, you then have to coat it with a lacquer of some sort of varnish, so to speak. Otherwise, it will oxidize. So if it's 23.9% and the 1% copper or tin or whatever, that 1% will oxidize over time and create its own patinas, and that is not what you want. Once you've achieved the level of patina you want, you then need to stop it. So even with the dial is coated with a finish so that oxidization stops. I can't then go back on top of that and add another layer of that because that will then just dilute down what has already been produced. So I had to figure out and get this 24 karat gold, which was, it's not cheap, but it's a pure 24 karat gold leaf, and then figure out a way to place that onto the dial using non-traditional methods because the gilding material or the glue that they normally use in gilding never really truly sets. It's always in a slightly uncured phase because it's a gum. Whereas we can't have that in a watch because it will gas off, and then that gassing off of a chemical over time, even though it might be natural, will start to impact on the actual movement. You can see fogging on the crystal and all this type of stuff. So I had to figure out a way to place it on the dial using a special medium so it will cure and then be done, and we don't have to worry about any further gassing off or oxidization on the dial. So it took a long time to then make that look organic, even though it's not organic. So every single dial has a natural copper patina, and then on top of that, it has a unique 24 karat gold display, so to speak. So it's kind of like 2 times unique. And we've kind of ended up with this dial. I think if anybody's maybe seen this, 1 or 2 videos now starting to pop up from some content creators of this, that when you actually move the dial through light, you start to pick up pieces of 24 karat gold that are inside those hand etched striations on the dial. So all that dial there with all those lines, those have been hand applied. Those are all hand carved into the dial. So when the 24 karat gold goes into that, you don't see it under certain light. And then when you move it, it catches it because it's so bright, 24 karat gold. And it just kind of almost looks like a twinkling starlight when you move it to your wrist. I'm very proud of it, as you could probably tell, but it's super,
Yeah.
super, super cool. And I think that works so well against that grade 5 titanium. And to top it all off, the guys at Holthinrichs have then built a rooster strap. So that's rooster skin, a cognac rooster skin strap, which is just beautiful. And that's the next big thing. So watch the space. Rooster straps are going to be the next big thing, I think, because they
Oh.
are beautiful and it's so soft as well.
A
So
rooster,
everything,
like
yeah, roosters and cockadoodle-doo rooster, yeah,
really?
yeah. So
Oh
even, but
man,
you can see like even the buckle in the actual pin bar, that's all 3D printed.
that's so
Um,
cool.
all the polished edges, you've got to imagine that every single polished edge that you see on the
Mm.
case, the lugs, the pin bar, that's all been hand finished. And on the back of that, not to kind of forget the actual watchmaking side of it, if you flick to, so that is a Solita 300, which has been further enhanced by their watchmakers, and then they have produced this beautiful handmade blued. So you can see the blue titanium right along the edge,
Oh,
or blued
yeah.
steel. Sorry, I think it's titanium steel. Can't remember. And then it's got this beautiful hand carved rotor, um, which looks like gold as well. So yeah, they've smashed it
Wow.
out the park with that. And the watch itself, I mean, proportion size wise, it's at 38.9 millimeters, and it's like shy, including the crystal, it's just shy of 10 millimeters. So it's like 9 point something millimeters, including a 2 millimeter crystal. So the actual watch is like 7 point something millimeters. It's just,
Oof,
yeah,
this is
it's a
perfect.
super, it's a super cool um, industrial, deconstructed, high tech, natural watch, if that's such a thing.
Yeah, yeah. The way it's done, it's only what I like about this is like the way they did it is it could only be done with the 3D printing. So it's not just that they 3D printed the case, but these lugs are skeletonized in such a way where they kind of like wrap around, obviously, and then you get these beautiful hour markers. They've done insane job here on the rotor. That
Yeah,
is
I
just
mean everything's
nuts.
produced by them. So the
Yeah.
hand,
And then to
the
do this dial with you, my god, that is a really cool dial, unlike anything I've ever seen before. And these are all like different, right? Because of
yeah,
the
so
way the
you'd
gold is
see,
applied.
yeah, absolutely. So you'll see
Wow.
if you look at, there was four that were sent out for pressing content, so you will
Mm.
see potentially 4 or 5 different variations of the same watch because each one will be different. So we are producing, so there's two things. So the lab 1.24, deliberately 0.2424 is a 24 carat.
Mm.
There's
Oh, the
79.
24 carats. That's what
Yeah,
the
lab
24 stands.
1.24. Then we're producing 79 pieces in total, 79 because that's the atomic number of gold in a periodic table.
Oh, dude.
So yeah, so there's all these little Easter eggs that we're kind of
That's so cool. Yeah, I
yeah,
was
you
gonna
know,
ask you about the Easter eggs, and so these are some of the Easter eggs, guys.
absolutely, yeah.
Wow.
So, and then you can see then, I mean, once it comes back to them, I mean, it's a beautiful, subtle, and it's like a signature is their logo of Holthinrich. So you can see that applied in white, pad printed on top, which is super cool. It's really nice.
I did a very unique logo. The it's like a signature, like an actual
Yeah, it's
signature symbol.
Michael Holthinrich
So
signed.
cool.
So
Wow.
yeah, so if anybody is going to Geneva Watch Days, I do believe that the guys do a rally. I think they start in Geneva on the 3rd and they do a rally around Switzerland and then they park up and then they make their way around the venues and they have some phenomenal watches. I think last year they had a watch where during low light, you might be able to see it on their Instagram. During low light,
Mhm.
the crystal you can see through and see the actual movement. And then when you actually put sunlight on it, the dial, it's almost like a reverse effect. That's the one there. That's the watch there. So when the sunlight hits that watch, the dial goes black. So you can't see the movement. So it's an anti-reflective, it's like an anti, sunglasses, as light reactive sunglasses.
Oh yeah, yeah, like
So they
those
put that.
sunglasses that when you go outside, they
It
darken.
goes dark. Yeah, so they put that technology on a crystal. So in low light, you can see the movement. You go outside,
Oh,
and then the movement gets hidden behind this crystal. So you just see the hands.
that's so
It's super
cool.
clever.
And these
So yeah, I
guys,
mean,
they're coming up with like these very clever artistic twists
but I
on
think this is what I
wristwatch
mean.
talent, like time
Yeah, I
telling.
think this is what I mean. I worked with another brand called Apia, who are a British manufacturer who do 3D printed cases. And I think I should, sorry for moving out the way of the camera, but
Mhm.
I should have um, some prototypes. I'm unprepared. Apologies for this.
It's all good. I'm gonna shout out our audience who are joining us tonight very quickly. Shout out to Tim G, JMB, The Watch Apprentice, Kaloy, Goldfinger, Dave F451. Sorry guys, I should have shouted you earlier out, but we were so enthralled in the conversation. It was hard to stop. Shout out
Yeah,
to
here we go.
Marco. Yeah.
Sorry.
E. Stewart Hall. We got Quadruple D in chat, sending love to everybody. Kevin Hawthorne, good to see you there. Eastwood Hall, thank you so much for sending the super chat. Web One, good to see Web One in the chat. Uh, Fort Fortiter, welcome to the show. Thank you for the upvote, guys. Hit that upvote button for Chris Alexander. I'm going to drop the link to his Instagram account. Everybody go subscribe to Chris Alexander, the Dial Artist. Shout out to Bert Dundee, Captain Kirk. Uh, looks like we got T and Tickers in the chat. Shout out to T and Tickers. I'm wearing the Tudor on the NATO strap, by the way. He's pointing out that Connery sub was borrowed off, and Ian Fleming NATO was 18 mil on the 20 mil lugs. Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing that's inaccurate about my NATO strap is that it actually fits my watch. I should have gotten one that was 2 mil off. Shout out to Dr. Bob's Nightmare. Let's see what else we've got. We got Mickey in the chat. Also Double D and Quadruple D, now best buddies. Brad says, "Good evening, Tim. Your guest watch is very elaborate and beautiful. The dial and the movement is awesome. Thank you. It's an incredible collaboration here with Holthinrichs, a Dutch company. Shout out to Miami Manny and we got Lucky Bastard joining us and Whole Milk. Love the new Holthinrichs. There we go. Holthinrich.
Thank you. Holthinrichs, yeah, it's a bit of a. You got to remember it's Dutch, so you got to drop
Hmm.
a couple of vowels every now and again.
Yeah, it's. I'm practicing. I'm still learning
Practicing.
how to pronounce it. You can read it online, but there's no pronunciation to it.
I
Oh,
know.
here you can see how the rotor on this one doesn't have those carved ridges,
Yep.
and then the one that they did with you, they added that
Yep.
hammered
Hand
look
carved.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to match the dial.
So
It's so
I'll
cool.
show this to
Uh huh.
everybody. So this was with the
Here we go.
API, just to kind of show you the processing. So this,
Uh
if
huh.
anybody's seen the API AM ERB that we did, which is the Einstein Rosenberg Bridge watch, this is the blank of a 3D printed titanium watch. And that will then get processed
Wow.
down to that. So you can see
Whoa.
the and I think if anybody
Oh.
has had a chance to kind of listen to how Matt describes things, um, it's a very cool process, and I strongly believe that I think Holthinrichs and APR are 5 to 10 years ahead of most of the watch industry right now with what they're doing because in terms of sustainability. I think listening to Matt, I think last week he was saying that most watch companies, or I think it was that they were talking about Airbus, would take, I think it was something like a 90 kilogram billet of titanium, and they will mill that down to a part that weighs 100 grams. So 90 kilograms to like 100 grams. So that is
Wow.
89 kilograms of chips of titanium wasted. Whereas with this, there is, I think you're saying that there's a 5% wastage
Yeah,
on these
I
things
think he
because
said
they
24
just,
grams
yeah, yeah, it's
for a
something
watch.
crazy like that, which is, I think, in terms of everybody's chasing the sustainability, or it's not even sustainability at the end of the day, it's also thinking about manufacturing cost.
Mhm.
Whereas if you know that you have sold a bunch of watches, knowing that you only have to make a small amount, you can make a lower quantity of items far cheaper than bulk ordering 100, 500 minimum MOQ from China
Yeah.
or Switzerland or wherever it might be. So I think the rate of development is, I mean, I think these take, the Holthinrichs, I think, take 20 hours to print or something like that. I think that's.
Wow.
I think they've got it on a website. I think it's something like, or is it 40? I think 20 cases or something takes 48 hours or something like that. Which, I mean, that's no time at all. To you can 3D print an idea in
Yeah.
plastic. Once
Wow.
you're happy with it in plastic, you can then
Yeah.
convert that into metal. It is
That's
slightly different process, but yeah, no, I think it's the rate of development that you can do with 3D printing far exceeds traditional manufacturing processes. No doubt, I have no doubt that, I mean, well, most of the top brands still use wax, so they would CNC out the case shape in wax, and you might see these gray or yellow or pink blanks on people's watches and some sort of promo images where there's no dial, there's no nothing, it's just a blank saying, those are CNC wax replicas, just to kind of give you the feel of the case. Whereas you can produce a fully functional watch in the same time frame, which I think is incredible. So yeah, I think
Wow.
3D or additive manufacturing is going to be the next big thing, because if you're creative and you have a good eye, you can see that, you can see like the the new Gen 1 from Apia, how unique that is, that generative design. Or you can look the incredible curves and the distinctive lines of, the drawn lines on the Holthinrichs LAB 1, which is silhouettes of Michael's love of cars. So yeah, that's
Mm.
it's so cool.
You know, I think what a lot of people don't, or like some people might forget that a lot of everyday technology that's used in other places was first developed in wristwatches, and it makes everybody's lives easier, right? It was
Yeah.
quartz technology that is in all the computers, right? That was developed first for wristwatches, right? Sapphire crystals, another example. Sapphire and the how we have now sapphire crystals in so many of everyday appliances, and lots of instruments use sapphire crystals. That was developed because these brands, they wanted to create a watch that doesn't scratch. Okay, so
Hmm.
the sapphire, the advancement in sapphire crystal technology happened because of wristwatches, luminous
Yeah.
materials, right? Micro machining, right? The whole, like, we think all of this CNC machining that we have right now, that right. So this is the opposite, right? The CNC is like the negative machining, and the 3D printing is the additive machining. It's like a reverse flip of that. But the CNC machining was once looked down upon because
Hmm.
back then they wanted watches that were done in the really traditional way, where they would take the pocket watch and they would hammer out all the curves or whatever. But we got the CNC machining because watchmakers wanted to make watches. Right?
Yeah.
So like the CNC machine, and now we're seeing 3D printing technology being utilized first in making of wristwatches. This is where it's developing, and it's developing very quickly. What Holthinrichs is doing here is incredible, because they're trying to push these machines to their limits, and kind of help test out and see what is actually possible out of this stuff. There's just a few
Yeah.
more honorable mentions, like waterproofing, right? We've got ceramics. Ceramics was invented for wristwatches, but now it's used in like prosthetics, right? There's people who have ceramic like kneecaps. Right, that was developed for a wristwatch. People, like, there's people who get surgeries and they have installed ceramic hip. That's because of the watchmakers wanted to make a ceramic case for a watch that wouldn't scratch,
Yeah.
and so many other things that
No, I
happened
think
because of wristwatch.
I think it's true, and I think what's really important with w- what Holthenrich is doing is they have they have the balance right, where they have the use of the advanced technologies, but then they still have such a handcraft and a craftsmanship required to then finish that, because
Yeah,
nobody's going to buy a blank that looks like that. It's just not going to happen. So the handiwork and the watchmaking skills and the jewelry skills and the bench skills needed by that team is something that is still at the top end of what they do. It's not a case of like, well, here's a 3D printed watch. It's been finished off by a machine. Like it or love it, who cares? That's all hand sanded. It's all polished by hand. It's been, every single aspect has been touched by a hand. And then when you think about that, all that work that goes into it, even
Yeah.
with the custom rotor, I mean, most brands will just shove on a rotor that's been CNC'd or got a pad printer thing, but to then make a rotor, hand carve it, anodize it, plate it, um, it's that I mean the process is involved, and that's all done in-house. Remember, it's all done
Right.
by the team. Um, I mean, they spent ages developing. I think they spent 2 years developing the patina technology, or that's the method to get the right level of oxidization that was felt to look as natural as possible, and it does. I mean, it's an incredible feat. And then all of that encapsulated into a watch that is as beautiful as it is, that is only, I say only, um, limited edition 79 pieces worldwide of 5,900 euros ex tax. When you consider that a mass produced Pelagos, titanium Pelagos,
Yeah.
is not far off the same amount of money, which is all machine made.
Yeah.
You're like, so what are you buying, the brand or are you buying the craftsmanship? Because you can
Marketing, they're
pick up,
buying marketing. There's a
but yeah,
lot of,
yeah,
yeah.
of course. But when you put that, and I think that's when the collector in people starts to kind of go, value for money.
Yeah.
This you can't justify a Tudor comparative with this. It's like collector wise, people, big collectors know the value of Grand Seiko, where other people just saying it's like, well, is that just not Seiko? You know, you start to then, so the people who are picking these up are people who have an amazing collection, but then value the processes and techniques and knowledge that has gone into producing this rather than looking at it as, which I've seen some comments of, oh, well, it's just a Solita movement.
With the Salida movement, that's a really good part because
But it's not even
the
that.
movements is very difficult to make, in-house. But then again,
But
like, do we have how many more in-house movements do we need? There
but
comes
it's
a
not even
point,
that.
right?
Dare I say, from my experience, go back 5, maybe slightly 6 years ago, Cartier was still using ETA movements.
Right.
Tudor was still using ETA movements. This in-house movement technology, it's a buzzword that they knew they can capitalize on. And yes, but they are all clones of a Solita or an ETA.
And a
That's
lot of these brands, they say this is an in-house movement, but that's just because, like, Swatch, they bought, I think, ETA, and now, all the ETA watches that they sell, that use the ETA, they're in-house now
yeah,
because it's a marketing thing.
it
Um,
is.
just
So
in-house on its own doesn't really mean anything,
that's the
in
whole
my
topic. I
opinion.
think that there's in-house and then there's in-house.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Like, in-house would be something like this one right here. I've got the Maurice Grossman. This was,
Yes, 100%
it's over the
in-house.
top. It's a little bit over the top watch. It's got the tremblage with the in-house, right?
Mm.
Um, that is truly in-house. But then, I think about it. It's like, does it really? Did they have to reinvent the wheel? Like, this could have been an ETA with that manual wind movement. Obviously, I think they done it in a slightly smaller form factor here, and with their special complication. But
Mhm.
what I value the most about that watch is the dial. The dial
Yeah.
is everything.
Well, I mean, not to forget that if you go to Holthinrichs website, you can
Mhm.
get a very expensive in-house movement watch. That watch that has that light reflected, that light changing glass. It's a €35,000 watch. Let's not beat about the bush. They do
Yeah.
serious stuff. They are catering for the connoisseur in that sense. But what a watch that is! This is a watch that you can get all of that. I think it's the last one at the end. Oh no, it's the decon. Or maybe it's not there. I can't remember which one it's called.
Signature deconstructed. Maybe it's the
Yeah,
deconstructed.
yeah, check the deconstructed. Um, I don't actually know if that watch is out in public, but the deconstructed is even an incredible watch. But this is where you kind of value for money, something unique, something that you can't really pick up anywhere else because nobody else is doing it. I think that's the beauty of it.
Holy fuck! Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
and
do.
if
They do
anybody,
this. Hey, for those that, and this is the beauty of of this brand. I think is that they have watches at different levels. For collectors, but nothing like where it's just it's ridiculous. We're talking about like yeah, in house. This was their in house movement by the looks of it. Yeah, that's a caliber HWM01. Uh, think so. That's crazy stuff. I think they have another one. With this one, let's see the meteorite. See, oh, okay. So this is the meteorite. Let's see, Signature LAB Series. Okay,
so that was the
the
first one, and then they got the
mhm,
Delph, which is
that's
enamel
wild.
dial.
Yeah, and I think. Oh, and there's this Aventurine. What's the Aventurine? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the with the Aventurine dial. Okay,
Hmm.
actually, I think the website doesn't have it on the Instagram. Let's see on their Instagram. Right here, they got this one, the Holthinrichs. This one right here with that crazy movement here.
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to look at that in hand, and it is just something else.
Wow, wild
So
stuff.
yeah,
But
it's amazing, amazing guys. I mean, amazing, such personable guys.
yeah,
Always have the biggest smiles on their face. Always quite attentive. So yeah, they're lovely people to work with as well.
mm. What I like about this watch is like because there's only so many watches that a person needs with an in-house movement because in-house movements there's you can have one in-house movement watch I think in the collection like if you're actually thinking about it like as a collector maybe you could do more yeah you could if you got infinite budget then sure yeah we could talk more but just real world people and because even for me this Maurice Grossman that I have that's a stretch that was actually financial I don't know what the heck I was thinking I'm scared I'm actually scared if I will have to service it so far so good I haven't had any troubles with it but it's a constant reminder, like, "Wait, what were you thinking?" But that's why I don't have a car, so I can spend my money on watches and but with a piece like this, you have that peace of mind that any watchmaker can service it. The Salida is a really good movement. That's been tried and tested and true movement that has been. It's like water, right? Like if
Yeah,
if
I
if
think
if
I
you
think
need a drink, you can never go wrong with water.
yeah, and I think that the beauty with this as well is because it is a very highly professional team that have built these watches.
Mhm,
You can literally you could probably tell the person in the workshop or the team could probably look at a watch together and go, oh, so and so built that one because they could probably tell their touch, their handwork. It's almost like Grand Seiko, or is it Credo? Credo's, from start to finish, only one person touches that watch, but
mhm.
because of because it's such a small team and they're so professional, that watch is probably running far better than Salita ever imagined it to run. That I don't think that you'll ever have any issues with that watch for an extremely long time. And then if you did have issues, I think it would probably be cheaper just to send it back to the to Holland and Delft, and they'll sort it out because they know it intimately, that they'll be able to then fix that in a heartbeat. And I think that's the beauty of these small ateliers that have dedicated watchmakers, that they encourage you to send any issues or to have the watch service with them, because they built it. It
Yeah.
was them, that it was Michael, it was Damien, it was one of the guys who built it, so they know exactly what's going on. But I think that's cool. I think that you get to meet your watchmaker.
The people who are actually involved in the watchmaking, as opposed to where it's like becomes like a corporation
Yeah,
where
it's a chicken
you got like
factory.
a department. Yeah, yeah, it just becomes a department, and you can't reach anybody in there. It's just
Oh no, I've had a watch service by Rolex, and it
mm,
goes away. You have to sign off um a limit. So they say, are you let's put a £1,500 um go ahead on, so like you sign off like a limit of like they're able to do work up to this value point. After that value point, they're going to contact you. So the guy said, okay, I think, let's put a value of £1,500 for you to service your Rolex. If it goes beyond that, we'll contact you before we go ahead with anything. I'm thinking, £1,500 for stuff. Like, how much is the service? It's like, oh, it's about 400 quid. I'm like, okay, but why one and a half? Just in case something goes wrong. I'm like, what? That's going to go wrong with my watch. That needs £1.5 worth of work. But believe it or not, like, if they feel like your bracelet is not up to scratch, they'll just replace your bracelet. Without no questions. They're just like, oh,
yeah,
we've done a break. We've just had we've swapped your bracelet for a new one. It's like, but
yeah,
why? It's like,
because
oh well,
it doesn't represent our brand
exactly.
really well.
Oh
You
yeah,
have
and you're told before you take your Rolex in, please bring in an original bracelet,
yeah,
because they
yeah.
will not service your watch if it's on anything else but the original bracelet. So if it's on even a leather strap, they'll
Oh,
send it back to you.
you know, recently there was this big drama that happened with the Rolex thing. Somebody bought a Rolex watch through Chrono 24, and 6 months later something was wrong with it. So he brought it to Rolex, and they come back to him. They said, "We can't touch this watch. The case is from 2024, but the movement and the dial is from 2021 Rolex."
Oh
So
wow.
on the
So
gray market,
Frankenstein. Yeah.
somewhere they did a swapsy,
Oh,
or
I've seen that. But have you not seen that? There's a guy in New York, I think it's this old guy, I don't know what he is, and like his bench is a mess. He's famous online for being this like total cowboy of a watch dealer guy, and he would just like pop a bezel off, shove a bezel on, change it down, and you're thinking, holy shit, you know? And you're like, and he's filming this? I mean,
yeah,
it's like total Frankenstein watches that are floating out in the grey market, you know?
and Rolex told him, "Hey, we're not gonna touch it." Which
Yeah.
I feel bad for the guy. I don't even know what to make of it. On the one hand, I'm thinking, well, at least will they have the movement from some 2021 watch? Maybe they could have done something for the guy. Maybe put a new 2024, or give him 2023K. I don't know. I don't know what's the right way to do this, but the guy is totally screwed now because what is he gonna do? He paid above retail to get it because he
Wow.
wanted that watch. He didn't want to
Oh,
wait.
that's
It's the
oh
Rolex that's to blame because he felt like he will have no chance to get that watch from them, right? So
yeah.
what did he do? He went to the gray market to get the watch because they wouldn't sell it to him. And then he gets burned, and they say, "Hey, you know what? We created this situation, but we're not gonna
Yeah, but you could also
address
say
it."
that that's a responsibility of the seller. That's a false or a fraudulent item. So there's potentially something they can do, especially through Chrono 24. I would go through
No,
Chrono 24 and say,
Chrono
listen,
24 said because it was 2 weeks, they're not responsible for it. And the seller said he'll give $750 credit. But I think that's illegal because the
you
seller
can't. It's
had
false. It's false advertising on what you're
right.
selling.
Exactly. I think he
Yes.
can take him to the small claims court, in New
Yeah.
York and get his money back. That's
Oh, especially if
easy.
it's America, I think you can sue
Yeah,
them quite easily in America. So
exactly.
yeah, watch out. It's always better to buy it from a reputable kind of used dealer, or know your stuff as much as you can if you're buying on the used market.
Yeah, you have to
Or
buy
buy
the
a
dealer.
new or buy a new Holthinrichs
Yeah,
and be one of 79 in the world.
buy it from the guys at Holthinrichs. Go meet them in Geneva. If you happen to be traveling to Geneva for the Geneva Watch Days, you can meet the guys there, see the watch in person, test it out. I'm gonna put the link to Holthinrich's Instagram account. If anybody's interested in one of these watches, give them, send them a message. Tell them, hey, you saw it on the Tim Wright show. Chris Alexander, the guy who designed the dial. Chris, I think there might be people who are tuning in. They think we're just two dudes here talking
Yeah.
about wristwatch. You designed the dial for those. You
Oh,
made the dials with your hands, with your creativity, and with the know-how, because
yeah.
it's not just putting gold on the dial. You had to scientifically make sure that these two will bond in such a way that it would last, for
Last lifetime, I mean,
for a
to just
lifetime. Yeah.
yeah, just to kind of, I don't want to take the effort away from Holtner. So all the team there created the dial blank and they created the oxidization. I can only take credit for the gold, so everything else is them. Um, but they have done such an incredible job, and it is an honor to kind of been able to. Um, put my little fingerprint on it. So yeah, it's super 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 cool. So it's a small touch I played in such an incredible journey, but it's an honor to be part of their story. And this watch is to honor their move to their new Artilia, which looks incredible. I need to go over to Holland and see that because it looks incredible, the new armory that they're in.
Oh, is
So
is this the
here he
video
is.
by
Here
any
he
chance?
is.
This is the
Yeah,
guy. This is the
yeah,
man.
that's Michael. Yeah, put the volume up if you can.
Mikael. Oh, here we go.
By our new place. Please, Damian, have a look at that one.
Oh, there's the shield.
Maybe we can
The
have a
gold
look around in the
shield.
atelier as well.
I love the
So
tall ceilings in this place.
this summer, we've moved to our new premises in the former National Armory building of the Netherlands. This building was commissioned by the States of Holland, and on 4 prominent places in this building, they have installed our national coat of arms. And combined with this beautiful green copper patina ceiling, which is 100% matching our LAB Series dial, we came to the inspiration to create a homage to this beautiful building, which will be the future of our magnificent company with the LAB 1.24, so 24 karat gold sleeve on the dial.
Wow, so that's another Easter egg,
Yeah,
that this is a watch that celebrates their new premises, their new facility, a new chapter in, where the brand is at. There's one thing to start the brand, and then the next thing to scale it up. And this, moving it into this new building, this very historic building, it's a big step for the manufacturer. And I think this watch will be really collectible later down the road because of what it means, what it represents for the brand. It's like Rolex moving into their like new building and making a limited edition of Submariners in 1954 or something. They never done that, but you can only imagine in one where these guys are going to be in 50 years, because I think this brand
yeah,
is here to stay. So
yeah. I think. I
something
mean,
like this.
I reckon. I mean, once they have, I mean, their foot has jammed the door open in the watch world. They have put a very big foot in that door that closes quite a lot on people, and they have got a very big shoulder in that doorway. And I think it's a couple of years' time. when they have moved into this new atelier and they've expanded their team, because everything's done by hand, so it takes time. They are going to be one of those brands where you wished you collected at the start, because I think they're going to be, you know, in the echelons of horology very soon, I think. So if you are a collector, not necessarily the watch that I've made, I'm not, this is not a plug just for that watch. I think if you are a collector and you're wanting something unique, I think if you have an opportunity to speak to them, feel their energy, feel their passion, see their watches, see what they're doing, notice what they're starting to come up with, you'll start to kind of go, these guys are they know their shit and they're going to go places. So I think this is you're kind of seeing uh haute couture, almost MB&F style, Urwerk style brand in the infancy. So grab it while
Yeah.
you can, I think.
Yeah. Let's finish this video. This is so cool. I love the story behind this. Wow.
So everybody basically
Such a
who is
good looking
supporting this
watch.
project is supporting us in our journey in creating amazing watches in this new location, and you're very much invited here.
Hey,
So
no,
yeah.
how cool would that be to get the watch and then actually be able to walk the floor of the facility and actually see the ceiling and the golden crest as you're wearing the watch on your wrist, to
I think
support
that's,
such a
yeah,
young brand in their endeavor to take on the titans. Speaking of the
yeah.
titans of the watch space, Tim G, welcome to the stream.
Hi, how are you? Chris, how are you?
Well, how are you, Tim?
Good. I don't show my face, so that's like one of my gigs. Okay,
Tim
so
Oh,
G
don't
is a
worry.
all
regular
right.
on the
So
show.
in any event, I show a boat. It's actually I've got a bigger boat than that, but it's a Hinkley boat that's made up in Maine. But anyway, well we can talk about watches. That watch is epic. It's absolutely gorgeous. The
Thank you.
dial is really nice. What's the material of the case again on that?
It's grade 5 titanium that's been 3D printed or additive technology.
And again, how hard is that to make that
So
titanium?
3D three or additive technology in case making, I think there's potentially only 2 to 3 manufacturers worldwide that have the technology and facilities to produce those cases. Um, Titanium powder, here's a wee science lesson, is highly flammable. If so, when they are actually lasering this material, they have to do it in a chamber that is just filled with argon gas, which is it's an inert gas. Because if any oxygen was in that, the whole facility would just explode. So there's a lot of technology that needs to go into just have one of those machines, and a lot of experience by the manufacturer to produce that. So their manufacturer, I don't know where their manufacturer is, but I know there's one in the UK that does it for Apia, but they're very specialized manufacturers that are only able to 3D print titanium.
I would definitely figure that, especially how hard it is to actually mold and and basically deal with titanium. So
Yeah,
that's titanium 5, right? Correct?
yeah. So that's titanium 5. So once it's done, it has the same properties and hardness, and everything's exactly the same as if that was a billet of titanium CNC down to that case shape. So,
Okay.
but
Okay. Do you know the difference between like a titanium 2 versus a titanium 5? The only reason why I'm
um,
asking that question is there's a manufacturer that manufactures titanium and titanium 2, but a lot of them manufacture in titanium 5, which I know is a lot harder to scratch. So I've sort
so
of
I
answered my
think
question.
yes, I think from my understanding, I could be wrong, so I'm happy to be corrected. Titanium 2 is more of a I think it's medical grade. So I think it has more denser properties, if that's right.
Okay. All right.
I'm
I
not
don't
too
know.
sure. Though
Okay.
there is a difference, but I think there might be a difference in the hardness as well. But grade 5 is more used as an application for hard wearing
Well,
exposed surfaces, I think.
for watches.
Um, yeah,
And
well, it's even.
it's interesting too because the lugs on the case to
Mhm.
make those lugs with titanium must have been a total. I mean, the lugs are beautiful. It must have been incredibly hard to make those lugs because I can see them break.
Well, those lugs were only possible to be done through 3D printing. You couldn't CNC that shape. So those lugs were then, I mean, this is the whole point of using this technology is to create shapes that through traditional manufacturing processes is not possible. So you couldn't manufacture those lugs through CNC processes.
Just incredible. I mean, the lugs with
Yeah.
the case are absolutely gorgeous. So that's a true winner. Not only the dial, of course, but that's a true winner. Um, you've got like a ETA movement in the back, right?
Salida.
Solita.
Sleeta,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, and that's basically modified. What exactly did you do to modify the movement?
Oh, I would love to know that answer and answer you properly. I know that they regulate the movements, and
Okay,
I know that they have added a custom rotor to it, but beyond that, I couldn't accurately give.
the rotor's beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, so I think I mean it's something that I think it's I think it's those parts of the watches that matter most. I mean, everybody knows the Sleek is an absolute workhorse of a movement, but then looking at so when you turn the watch around, I think they wanted to capsulate you in a way that wasn't just Geneva stripes or perlage, finishing. I think that is such a big rotor; it takes up most of the case back. It's a beautiful thing to look at.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Well,
Yeah, look at that
that's one
rotor.
thing that
Oh,
the case back is the size of the watch, which is actually beautiful too, because I
yeah.
see a lot of watches that the case back is very small compared to the
Mhm.
watch. So this is really nice. Now, my final question, and I'm just in awe with this, a rooster strap.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. First off, where in the heck did you find a rooster strap? So they actually, once you kill a chicken or once you kill a rooster, you eat it. You can eat it. I
Good
get that,
Yep.
source
like
of
you do with
protein.
beef, and you do with buffalo meat and all this other antelope, all this other stuff. Ostrich. I mean, I've had ostrich meat. Okay.
I had ostrich tonight for dinner. It was lovely.
Yeah, I love it.
Wow.
I actually love
Yeah.
it. So my where in the heck did you find rooster leather? That's one
So,
question.
so to answer that question is you got to speak to those guys. They're bonkers in
Yeah.
the best possible way. I think Rooster is quickly going to become the next um, kind of Halloween in a sense. You know,
Yeah. Well,
Halloween was a big thing.
it's accessible. It's accessible.
It is. And it's a lovely texture. I mean, it's far more sustainable in a sense than alligator. It gives you that same look, but it is far softer as well than alligator straps, which need a lot of breaking in. So yeah, it's
It, it kind of
stunning.
looks it kind of looks like ostrich, except the scales are larger
Yeah,
in a lot of ways. I mean, it's
yeah. So
incredible. So they pluck the rooster, and they make leather out of the straps. That's incredible. That's incredible. It's actually
yeah.
smart because we eat chicken. You know, you
Mm.
got to do something with the leather. You know, the
I
skin.
think I think this is the whole. I think this is the beauty of the creativity. You know, it's looking at stuff that is in abundance and stealing ideas from other areas of the leather bag world and kind of go, well, it works, so why not? I mean, it's another thing that you can say to somebody standing in front of you, goes, and I have a rooster strap, because they're not going to have a rooster strap, they're going to have leather or vegan leather, you know. So to say that you have rooster strap, people will be like, oh my God, let me feel that. So that's another
Well,
touch point that brand is thinking. People want to now hold the watch, which is another thing. As soon as they pick the watch out of their hand to feel the rooster strap, they then kind of go, "Oh shit, that's really light. What's that made out of?" And that's the in as well to a conversation about the watch. It's super smart.
Well,
By the way, for those who don't know, the Dutch actually invented most of the chicken kind of like like not like factories, but like farming technology. So
100%.
like and exported it throughout the world. So like
100%. A lot
the
of the
way
farm,
the way.
a lot of the 100%. A lot of the farms in the United States are mostly Dutch. Like you can tell a
Mhm.
Dutch farm versus a shaker farm and everything else because they're usually they have mansard roofs when you travel in the United States. The Dutch have done a lot. They basically invented the New York Stock Exchange, the
Mhm.
free market. Most of New York is based on a lot of Dutch
Yeah.
stuff. So
And
they've done a
if you
lot.
know anybody that's got any chicken wrists, then you can
Yeah,
buy
there
the
you go.
perfect strap for them.
There
Yeah.
you go. My other question is, what's the buckle like? Is that also titanium?
Yep.
Oh
3D
yeah.
printed titanium.
Okay, and then the back of the rooster strap. I mean, I just get a kick out of it. I've never heard of it. That's phenomenal, though. The back of the rooster strap is it?
Look at that.
Oh yeah, look at the nice buckle.
Yeah.
Really nice
So
buckle.
the side, there's a, you won't be able to see in these pictures, but the side profile of the buckle is also, it's see-through. It's obviously got a hole cut out of it because it's through the 3D printing process. So yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think the
beautiful.
underneath of, I'm not too sure what the underneath of the strap is. I'm not too sure if that is um rooster or calf. I'm not too sure. I don't
Okay,
have that.
that was my next question because
Yeah.
like what is it like Vacheron Constantin? They in the back of their straps they have when they use alligator they actually put alligator underneath
Yeah.
it, which is actually a harder alligator, so the strap lasts longer. I'm just curious on what the back is. It's
I think they
gorgeous.
Don't
use
know.
The
calf.
buckle's gorgeous. The buckle's
Yeah.
literally gorgeous. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So everything's been thought out, which is what you want. You know, I mean, Michael was an architect, so he's got an eye for design. So there you go.
yeah.
Or look at
And
that.
that's a
You
good
can
shot.
see the side
Yeah,
profile
absolutely
of the
gorgeous.
buckle. By the
Yeah.
way, shout out to Kelly on her own time for the $5 super chat. Another great show. Thank you so much, Kelly.
Well,
Really
this is
appreciate
a
the
winner.
support.
This is a winner. How much production can you actually do on a watch like this? Can I ask you that question? Is that proprietary?
In terms of how many watches are we producing?
Yeah.
79 pieces in total
Okay.
In this collab.
in this
So
collaboration. Yeah.
yeah.
Why was that number again for the?
Because of the
So 79 was it's the number of, it's a it's a periodic table number of gold. So
That's exactly right. And I think there's like 128 now elements on that periodic
yeah.
table or something like
So
that.
number
Okay. Yeah.
79 is gold. And
Okay.
the lab 1.24 is 0.24 instead of zero point 0.2 is the 2 4 to represent a 24 carat.
And I take it the indices on that are also titanium.
Yeah. Everything you see.
That's incredible. That's beautiful.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. I mean, really well done.
And
Really,
they
really thought out.
evolved the case over like there's three generations of cases where they've pushed this 3D printing technology forward. So for example, if you look at like this is their earlier case. As you can see, it's got these detached lugs that are not connected to the case. They're connected kind of to the underside of the case. And then they evolved it. So this is still, you see, this is like a Gen 1 case here. And then they evolved it to let's see here, this case. You see it where there's becoming a separation from and certain skeletonization in the lug. And now this Gen 3, or maybe this is already Gen 4. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, they have this one, of course, as well. But in that style, this one pushes the lugs even further with it's fully skeletonized with like these three separations. and there's barely any material holding the thing in together. You would
Yeah, it's
never be able
incredible.
to make this on the CNC machine because the
It's
drill bit
incredible.
doesn't
Yeah,
go in like that.
it's incredible. I can see manufacturing that may be difficult in the sense that it may break
Yeah,
down. You
Mhm.
know, the lugs may just break when you're manufacturing it because
Yeah,
even
that's why you have to manufacture it in like a really specific way so that it doesn't, right?
yeah, it's
It has
beautiful,
to be a
absolutely
certain
gorgeous.
pattern, and then you have to
Oh,
you have to
there's
go
the
in
back.
and finish
There's
it
the
by
back of
hand
the
as well.
yeah. There's the back of the strap.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
there you go. See, it's calf by the looks
No,
of it.
okay,
Yeah.
got it. Or it could be rooster.
could be.
Could be
I'll
rooster.
need to
Oh,
find out. I'll need to find out.
or could
Uh,
be some other new new material that has been
That's
explored.
hilarious because I'm a big strap guy. That's
Yeah,
hilarious. I
right.
mean, I've heard of everything. I haven't heard of rooster. Okay, buffalo I've heard of, but
Hmm.
never rooster. It's gorgeous. The strap is gorgeous, and I'm assuming it's light and it's probably really durable. You know.
Yeah, I haven't had an opportunity to try the rooster strap, but I mean the case, because the case is so light, it's not going to be a huge, it's not supporting a heavy chunky watch, so it's not going to be so taxing.
Hmm.
When are these available?
So they are available now to reserve.
Okay.
They've sold an incredible amount so far, so I'm not too sure how many pieces are still available for reservation. So the first pieces, the first allocations will be delivered um, before the end of 2025, with the remaining allocations in early 2026.
No,
We
well
actually
done.
have somebody in the watch community who pre-ordered one of these watches, and he's a super collector. And in the future, when he gets the watch, we'll have him unbox it on the live stream.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It really is well done. Really well
Yeah,
done.
it's truly beautiful work of art in both the case and the dial and the movement. And I love it's the perfect watch, I think, at a really good price, and with a big promise in the future. I think it's not just art.
What's the price of this?
It's if I'm not wrong, it's 5,900 euros ex tax.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a great price for that.
right.
All right, so
Yeah.
Timmy, yesterday we were
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not trying to disparage what we just looked at. Well, yesterday we were looking at this. I'm not a Ming fan, but we're looking
he's
at
not a
the
Ming fan.
and and basically they wanted $6,500 for that. This is superior to that.
Yeah, and this is 5,900, and
Yeah, and the Ming, the Ming's still using Salita movement.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
You
There
know,
was a Salida movement.
That's why I don't show my face because I can say like disparaging things about other brands.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
very
absolutely.
discouraging.
You still get your allocation from the AD because they don't know who he's talking.
They don't know who I am.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And no
exactly.
idea.
Yeah,
Oh, your voice
exactly.
sounds awfully familiar. Oh,
Familiar.
I did a radio advert. I did a radio advert.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, but yeah, this is what we saw yesterday.
This is the
But
Ming, the 8-year anniversary Ming.
the whole chat was blowing up over it, like saying, "No, this is not. This is whatever." But
Yeah. Well,
Timmy was
I have
Timmy was picking
a
up. He's
special what's it
affinity,
called? Special like
affinity.
relationship with Ming, because it was the first watch brand that I learned about on the live streams. Like when I started doing these live streams 4.5 years ago, I never known about the Ming until somebody in the chat said like, "Hey Tim, have you seen this brand?" I'm like, "No, I've never heard of it." So we looked
And
it up, and I ended up later buying one for this was like a $2,000 Ming watch, which is I thought really affordable. And at the time, there wasn't so many brands, um, so I picked it up, and I should have sold it because they were going for 6,000.
Yeah.
Now they've dropped in value significantly. The hype is dead, and because it's kind of a very simplistic, not even open case back. Look at that, just a closed case back, kind of stamped it out. But hey, I love the Ming, and I would love to get myself one of these Holthinrichs watches in the near future.
This is a
Uh,
this is absolutely
I,
gorgeous.
I
I
think
think I think it's being sold a little bit too low.
I
You
really
like
like
that? It's gorgeous.
the story behind this, the techniques that are used
Yep.
here, the not just in the case making, but also to make the dial itself, and then the fact that it's, also Salida, and that it's the watch to celebrate their new manufacture. I think it's a big thing for a brand to do.
So Timmy, can you put how in the web on the chat how you can buy this thing,
Hmm.
this watch?
Well, I put the link
On
to
Instagram?
a Holthrich Watches Instagram account. I think that would be
Okay.
the easiest way. You just
Yeah,
contact the guys
it's just
directly.
on their website. You can I think it's the first thing you can reserve it through the website. So if you go
Oh,
to
okay.
the
Here we
click,
go.
if you click on the home screen and you go to the first, see the first, yeah, keep scrolling down, keep scrolling
Oh
down.
my God. I love the ceiling. There's the ceiling with the gold. You see, guys, the green and the gold leaf. That's the new building, the
Very nice.
armory. It looks
Very nice.
gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
Got the gold, the some of the sketches. There it is.
Mm,
You can
there you
reserve
go, reserve
yours.
yours.
Okay.
Got
There you
it.
go.
There you go.
You
Got it.
can reserve
Really
it.
nice.
Yeah, it immediately.
Congratulations. Hey, you should be very proud. That's really
Well,
Thank
I
nice.
you
am.
so
I
very
am. I
much.
mean, I am. It's what's really rewarding is not just the outcome, but it's the people that you work with, and they are lovely people, and I think that makes it that much sweeter when you see the true excitement and passion when you produce something well together. It's not just a case of like, oh yeah, well, we'll see how this goes. It's like, no, this is we've nailed this one. This is exactly what we had in mind. So it's really really cool.
Yeah, really gorgeous.
Beautiful story.
I appreciate the
Beautiful collab.
comments.
Shout out to Thomas Burnett. Thomas Burnett, £5 super chat. Chris, what dial material would you like to work with the most? Enamel, precious metal, gem setting, meteorite, stone, marquetry, Damascus steel, or porcelain? Wow.
Good question. Good question, Thomas. Thank you for the question. Um, I have worked with enamels and stones before, which are very fun. I would love to paint a meteorite dial for a commission. Um, that I think that would be really, really cool. To do something along those lines. Um, but maybe a gem set. So like maybe the artwork is interacting with gems that are set in a dial. I think would be pretty special as well, or different colored things. So kind of like we've done with the Holthinrichs, where it's an addition to an already beautiful dial. That would be quite fun. I have the utmost respect for people who do marquetry. That is just how they do that work. I have no idea. I thought my eyes were good, but those eyes and their skills is just phenomenal. So but I think in all those aspects that you mentioned, working with somebody, so you have maybe working with like a porcelain maker or something, that would be pretty cool.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Well done. I mean, this is really, really a treat.
That's like the beauty of your work, that you get to experiment with so many different kind of artistic methods of making something a reality, right? Like these guys, they came to you, they had a certain vision, and then you had to find the creative way to make it
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, I mean, and believe it or not, that conversation happened in a distance of 150 meters. That's the fun part. It's like, we're talking and we're looking at the end of this road, which I was going to go. I think I was going right and they're going left, and so we kind of knew, like we had this distance before we both had to depart to go to
Mm,
our different meetings. So it was a case of like, well, it's almost like the elevator pitch, you just gotta throw
yeah.
ideas, and it stuck. And then after Geneva, we kept that conversation going, and this is the love child of that conversation.
It's so cool to be, to be the part of Holdridge's history now, especially to
So
make
cool.
such a significant piece for them. And by the way,
Yeah,
you're wearing a shirt that's the same color as the
almost,
dial.
isn't it? Yeah, not far off. There's not intentional, but yeah, it hasn't been washed in a long time. That's why it's just got its own natural patina.
Nice. It's got some, some love
Sweat
sprinkled in
patches
there.
going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's all work of the artist. For this shirt, I wore on the stream 2 days ago, and then I took it off, and then today I wore it again because I thought, oh, this would be perfect. It's got the art on it. You can
Oh
see
yeah,
Mr.
with
Warhol.
Andy Warhol. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So I thought
cool.
that would be perfect to wear this one tonight for this conversation. We're talking art.
Ideal.
But listen, Chris, thank you again for coming on. Before we wrap
Thank you.
up, is there anything else you'd like collectors to know about Holdridge's Lab 1 Series 1.24?
They are available now. They are, as we said, limited to 79 pieces. Each one is unique. It's a piece unique of a piece unique of a limited edition. So that's pretty special. And I'm pretty sure if you really wanted to, you could probably arrange that you can go and visit their atelier and pick up your watch when it's ready, and then wear it on a plane home, and maybe beat the import tariffs.
No, that's
Oh,
pretty. That's pretty cool. There you go. And then you make it
get
There you
into
it
a
go.
done,
vacation.
guys.
Make it into a vacation.
Exactly.
And I think in the building where they make the watches, they have a great pub. So you can get the watch and then go downstairs, have a couple of beers with the
Oh, I did not know
guys
that. Okay,
who
that's nice.
made this a reality.
Good to
Yeah.
know. Back
Yeah.
in the day, I mean, I'm in my 60s, but back in the day, I like in the 90s, I would pick up a 1990s, I would pick up a BMW in Germany and bring it back, and it was like a big
Wow.
deal. It was a big deal to bring it back. You can do the same thing with the watch.
Exactly. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easier to wear a watch on the wrist than a BMW on the wrist. So,
Hell
so,
yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely,
so yeah.
absolutely.
So I mean, look at that space. I mean, it's. I mean,
Gorgeous.
I'm desperate to go over. I mean, I live in Scotland, so I am only
Yeah.
an hour away from Amsterdam. So I'm definitely going to make that a visit very soon, so I can go and see their new space. I know they're still moving in and they're still setting up, and Geneva's interfering with that process, but I can't wait for them to be up and running and flying.
I think this is going to be a really significant piece in their catalog. If anything, like it might go way above retail later down the road because of the significance that this means. So this could be also an investment piece for those who are investment buyers, but also just a great art piece and a great reason to go and visit uh, the country because
Mhm.
like hey you wanna visit the was it Dutch what's the name of the city here?
Amsterdam.
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 Oh my
Yeah,
Everyone,
the Delft.
everyone knows Amsterdam. Come on.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but I think the thing is
Amsterdam.
like if you do get your allocation and you do buy one, I think, like I said before, the beauty is if you did
Yeah,
want to make that trip, you will literally meet the people who have made your watch. You
yeah,
know, and that's the cool part. You will meet the people. This is the guy who did that. These are the people who did that. You can't
yeah,
do that with
impossible.
very many watch brands.
Chris, so you're in God's country in Scotland. Are you in Edinburgh?
Just outside, so about an hour north of Edinburgh in Perth.
It's okay. Perth. Okay. So
Oh,
going toward all the Scotch, all the
We are
Scotch
in whiskey territory. Yes,
whiskey. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
wow.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I had the tour up near there, so I know it's beautiful.
Very good.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the different Perth. Our good supporter lives in Australian Perth.
Oh, we're the original Perth,
Yeah.
just like we have the original York.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly. Yeah,
the
exactly.
York, and I'm in the New York.
The New York.
And the original golf. I'm a big golfer. It's the original golf.
Yeah,
Too.
it's
Yeah,
invented there.
we obviously we get Glen Eagles and Canusti and all
You
these
can't
places.
beat them.
Absolutely.
They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous courses.
Man, what a incredible reason to visit Amsterdam. I couldn't, like, there's no better excuse than to go on vacation and then bring back piece of art, piece of horology,
You can
piece
have
of
you
horological history
can,
here.
drink
Look at
Heineken.
the facility that they
Yeah,
got here. This
gorgeous,
is wild, prime
gorgeous.
real estate, and they're gonna be making watches in this place. What a great way to kind of, preserve the building as well, because this is like a historical building,
Yeah,
right? Obviously, this is some kind of a protected landmark. This has to be preserved, and to use the space to make, wristwatches, and we have to thank, additive manufacturing for making it possible to bring wristwatch making back to, these, expensive, countries.
yeah. Not only
So,
that, but you can drink Heineken all day long. You can go to the Heineken plant and everything
oh
else. You're
yeah.
all set.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's where it is, baby. So you'll be all set. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to PG. Says it's built in 1609.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, 1609, during height of the Dutch Golden Age and the struggles for independence from the Kingdom of Spain. Over the centuries, the structure was expanded and, redeveloped multiple times, especially as cannons grew in size. Following World War II, it briefly functioned as a prison and a research lab for modern weaponry, and later became a National Armory Museum, a role it held until 2013. Wow, and then today it was reimagined as new type of space. So cool
Yeah.
that
Yeah, it's
they give
gorgeous.
this space
From
to.
from building weapons of mass destruction to building watches of, I don't know. I'm not very poetic, so I'm sure there's a nice poetic gesture you can put in there, but building watches of beauty, I suppose. But yeah.
Yeah, it's, for something that values time, destroying time to actually giving people time, right? It's the irony because, weapons, they destroyed people's lives, and wristwatches, they give people lives. They create meaning for a lot of people. So it's amazing to see, how it all turned out. It's good stuff.
Good stuff.
Look at that.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Absolutely
you.
beautiful. Before you leave, any other exciting projects that you can hint us, that you're working on?
Still working on lots of lepe grenades, which is fun. So that's an ongoing project. I am working with doing some prototyping or some initial kind of ideas for a brand called Split, which is a UK-based brand. It's a very new brand, but the meaning behind it is quite powerful. They focus on men's mental health. So every watch that is purchased, they donate an hour of counseling to men in need. So that's a very, very cool thing. So we're going to look at see if we can do some limited editions with that. Spinnaker as well, which is the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of price range, but they're a super fun brand to work with. So there's some Spinnaker.
Oh, I thought they were on
Um,
the opposite spectrum, like they're giving men stress.
well,
No, I'm
I'm
joking.
probably giving the watch world stress.
Yeah.
Probably giving it. There's a few. There's quite a few number of brands that I'm working with that I can't unfortunately say at the stage just because of NDAs, but some really exciting stuff I'm hopefully going to share with you all in the coming months. So yeah, very
Nice.
very limited with what I can say, but yeah. And then for the case and time stuff, which trundles on beautifully, working with the lovely Tony, we obviously you can get the burgers, you can get the NASA cases, you can get all that kind of stuff. We are releasing 3 new colored donuts soon, so keep your eyes peeled for them. And then also a whole new case shape as well is coming out. So those will be dropping in the coming months once we've kind of got everything, all the I's dotted and T's crossed.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna put the Case in Time a link to the website
Yeah.
and the coupon code Tim Wright.
Yeah,
For,
use Tim Wright. Use it. It's 20% off everything in store, and if you spend over £75, it's free shipping. I mean, what's not to love?
get
It's
it
a
done.
deal.
It's a perfect gift for a friend
Yeah.
or a loved
Yeah,
one or a
we
watch
have bath
collector.
cases like that, or we have which is really nice for those who maybe don't want something so obtuse as that. We do have the lovely the attaché, which is a lovely leather, full grain leather case as well for.
Nice.
So yeah, we have the sensible cases or the fun cases.
And
Very nice.
Bert Dundee said he bought the T-shirt. Very
Bought a
cool. And they have
t-shirt,
new
brilliant.
hats as well. I've
Yeah,
got a hat.
it's great. But I mean, Dundee's only 20 minutes from me, so it's amazing that someone from Dundee's on.
He's got the
There you
hat.
go.
Boom. There we
Got the
go.
likes-
hat. Yeah, I got the
Timmy
hat
Got
likes
as
the
well.
Timmy
Case in
likes
Time
green.
hat. Love supporting good businesses, good stuff. Thank you. Chris, I'm going to also put the link to your Instagram account so that people
That's
can
very
go
kind.
follow you. And if anybody wants to commission a project from Chris, he does custom work for just individuals.
Yeah.
Recently, he did this Range Rover collab that freaking blew my mind. Let me
Yeah.
just bring it
Oh,
up
that
right
was
now.
the on the Moser Pioneer.
Yeah, man, that was wild. I don't know how you did it, but what a piece. And you also did the watch for I Am Casa, where you
Spaghetti watch, yeah.
yeah, the spaghetti. Look at that. That is so freaking cool. Guys, if you're interested in getting your watch personalized to your liking, you can reach out to Chris about that as well if he has the time. Okay, so
Yeah, no,
get it
always
now
have time
before
for
he's too
people.
busy.
I love what I do.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So there we go, Chris. It's been fantastic having you back on
Thank
Talking
you, Tim.
Watches. Thank you
Yeah,
so much
thank
for
you.
joining us tonight and sharing the story behind the latest collaboration with Holthinrichs Watches, the Signature Ornament LAB Series 1.24. Your insight into the creative process, challenges of the design, how to work with such an architectural case, and your perspective on artistry and watchmaking gave us a deeper appreciation for what goes on, you know, in work and projects like this. To everyone who's watching, make sure to check out Chris's work on his Instagram. Links in the chat. Chris, thank you for being here again and being part of the show. You're always welcome back here
Yeah, thank you.
anytime.
No, thank you guys. I appreciate it. And to you, Tim G, thank you very much for joining us. So thank you guys. And I shall see you in the next show.
Take
Yeah,
care. Till next
pleasure.
time.
Till next time.
Till next
Okay.
time.
Till next time. Good.
Wow, that watch is awesome.
It was really cool. I thought
Yeah,
it
really,
was
really nice. Really nice
amazing.
watch. Money wise, it's a value play. It's a really nice watch.
I
For the
need
money.
to get rid of my watches. I need to get rid of this stuff that doesn't mean much to me. I've got a lot of watches here in
Yeah,
the box
you got that
that I want to
box.
get rid of. This is actually a really smart buy. Like
I think it's a
from
great.
brand
I think
supporting
it's almost a
perspective.
great, almost a great daily if you're interested in like a contemporary dress watch.
Yeah, Tim, did you see the case? It's
Yeah,
look at
you
this.
can't make a case. That's what I was curious about the lugs.
38.5
Yeah, it's
by
perfect. Perfect size.
9.85 millimeters
Yeah,
thickness. It's perfect.
perfect size. So the lugs stick out, but the thing is, it probably wears like a 40 because of the lugs, or 39 because of the lugs, kind of sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
It looks nice. It did
Yeah.
a great job. And then the case back's beautiful on it. I mean, that's for the price, that's a beautiful case back. Unlike the Ming, Timmy. Unlike the Ming. Okay.
Unlike the Ming, well, this one's also got the personal touch of like it's artistic. Each piece is unique, and I just love the story. Like they move into new premises, and boom, you get
If they were asking 9,000 pounds for this, okay,
Mhm.
that would to me be reasonable because this is something like I mean, I love Messina Lab a lot, but this is something like Messina Lab would do with a collab in the sense of something. As a matter of fact, Messina Lab just came out with a new collab that's like $37,000. I said,
Yes.
what do you
Actually,
think? They
let's
just came
talk
out.
about it.
They just came out with it today.
They
Okay.
just came out
With it today, and I'm saying to myself, okay, Messina Lab, I really like you guys, but this is like, come on, this is like
Brutal.
This is Patek territory, okay?
Yeah.
So I mean, Patek, Messina Lab, what would you choose? Okay, I don't care if it's a collab with with Abraham Lincoln. All right,
Yeah.
it's silly. It's silly stuff. Is it a nice watch? Yes, it's a nice watch, but not for $37,000. Their other collabs are fabulous, but they're like $9,000. This watch, the watch we just saw is $6,000. That's like a great value. I don't even know how to tell the time on this watch. I looked at it. I said, I looked at the price. Great looking movement.
It's okay. It doesn't look like anything.
Oh, I think it's better than the
Too
Ming.
mind-blowing.
Okay. I mean, I'm comparing everything to the Ming now. Okay.
Yeah,
This is better than the Ming. All right.
but
So,
barely.
Barely.
It's barely better than the Ming. It's
Okay. All right.
okay. Like
Okay.
it's
All right.
not. It looks like it looks good, right? All the stripes are aligned really well, right? All the Geneva stripes, they're aligned well.
Messina Lab does.
Number 382. What does that mean? It looks like a pocket watch movement, by the way.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we have to go and get into this, but basically, what we just saw for the watch, the movement for the Selena movement is absolutely. They did a banger of a job.
I would take the Holthinrichs watch over the Messina.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's not
Yeah.
even a comparison.
Yeah,
It's not even a. This one I don't even know how to tell the time. What it's 5. Oh, I get it. It's 5:20, and then where's the second name?
how do you know that? How is it 5:20?
Okay, take a look on the right. I'm not 5:20.
Oh, okay. This right here. Oh, this
There's
is the
5.
hours.
That's the hours. The other one's
Oh.
the minute. So it's 5:40. It's 5:40. What's the triangle for?
Exactly. I don't know. Look at this. The triangle is just.
It's flying in the
Is it
air.
moving around?
I don't know.
Doesn't look connected, to be honest.
But they want $37,000 for this, or euro, which is
Wow.
actually 40. I mean, am I smoking something? I shouldn't be. I don't know.
Wow. Okay, it's got nice open case back, by the way. The whole movement is nicely opened up. That's pretty cool. And Vianney Holter, that's a big name in the space. Okay, because he has some ultra complications under his belt. That some of his watches on Philips sold for like close to $500,000. So like you could say, but the thing is, that this is their second collab with Vianney Halter. That
No,
Messina
I
Lab one.
understand. I understand
The
that. But
first
I
one
think
was only like I think 4,000 or 5,000.
this is the problem that when Oris jumped from like 2,000 to 9,000 with that one watch. Messina Lab, great brand. I love them. I love all this. I love what they do. But I mean, when they were with Raoul Pages, and that watch was only $9,000. Okay, that's fine. Raoul Pages redesigned the movement in the back, made it cleaner, and basically singled out. But this is over the top. All right, this is silly. Captain Kirk says that triangle's for the seconds.
Oh, it's the seconds.
So let's go back to that.
Like
Let's
really...
go back to that. Let's just go back to that. I mean,
How does it work, by the way? Is it like from the outside? It's connected from inside outwardly, or is it connected?
Well, the problem I have with this watch is the middle is totally useless. So with the minute you focus on a watch, you look at the middle and then you look out. You don't look at the sides and you look in. You look at the middle, unless you're, So the problem is that the middle of this watch is basically useless, other than Messina Lab. Messina.
Oh, so did you know that this is a repurposed vintage Minerva 1722 movement?
I don't know what that means, so you have to define that.
So Minerva is this high-end brand that was bought actually by Mont Blanc, and they're making movements now for the high-end Mont Blanc watches. Here, check
Of
this
course they
out.
are. Okay.
Minerva.
I mean, Mont Blanc makes great pens. I have I think their dials are nice,
Hmm.
but I mean, does anyone own a Mont Blanc in the community? Does anyone own a Mont Blanc? And you can hammer me on the chat.
Yeah.
Does anyone own a Mont Blanc watch?
No, no, don't hammer Tim G. He's already getting hammered all the time on every channel. It's not enough that he's getting hammered everywhere else. Let's not hammer him here as well. It's oh yeah, here it is. You can see it's the Minerva. See, they got this signature devil's tail.
I mean, it's
And
a good looking movement.
it is, right? It's
Yeah,
like a
it's
Patek
a
level finishing.
it's a beautiful movement. What do they want for? Okay, it's a gorgeous movement.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the front dial, but I mean that's a studio underdog dial.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a chronograph. Or where is it?
Mono
Yeah. Mono
chronograph.
pusher chronograph.
Yeah, which is like the latest thing.
Yeah.
You can
Pretty cool.
buy a Bromfeld monochrome, Bromfeld monochrome for like $1,800. That's what they should be worth. And
You know,
Bromfeld,
I saw one of these Mont Blanc Minerva uh, chronographs, and the way you start the chronograph and reset it was with the bezel. Like you rotate the bezel to start, stop, and reset.
okay.
Yeah, pretty cool. Some of this stuff is pretty cool. But this one, let's see, David
Okay,
A
so
says it's clear.
how do you tell the time
It's a
on where
clear layer. Oh, it's a clear layer with
how does the second
indicators
one move?
printed,
I mean, how does
lies
this
above the rest.
how does it move, how does that triangle move?
You know what? I think there is an entire. I think it's printed on the sapphire disc, and the way it moves, it looks like it's a mystery, right? So it's one of those mystery complications, right? You know, like how Cartier has a watch with the hands suspended in the middle of the watch, and you don't know how it works
Yeah.
because it's like on the it's printed on a sapphire crystal. You know what I'm talking about? The
I don't. I
Cartier
really don't.
mystery.
I'm saying yes to agree with you, but I don't know anything what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Here, let me bring it up for you. Check this out. This is the
Hi, this is Tim of
Cartier.
the 1916 Company. Welcome,
Oh
and
wow.
logging on. If you love this watch, email us tmasso at
Oh, fuck!
the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions regarding this watch.
Look at
A
this.
curious feature of the late 2000s and 2010s at
The
Cartier
whole watch is
was that
curious.
many of the most
Yeah, look.
fascinating technical solutions and complications were launched in the Rotonde Cartier collection of standard round cases.
How does
And so
that
what we
work?
have here today is a 2013 SIHH launch, the Cartier Rotonde Cartier Mysterious Hours in Rose Gold, paying tribute to Cartier's history of mystery clocks and the mystery watch genre of the past. We have two hands that seem to
Look at
float
that.
in space, driven by means unseen. It's
You see it?
inside a rose gold case of
Yeah, I
42
do.
millimeters diameter.
Hold on. Let me get to the part where he zooms in onto the like the movement or something. Here, look at that. You see that?
Interesting on the reverse
Look at
side
that.
than
Look
on
at
the
that.
dial.
Yeah, that's wild. But
Moment.
the
Let's
problem I have with that,
Uh huh.
you like I have a hairy arm.
identified by it.
You see
And
my hair.
frankly, I always
Yeah.
find a watch like this with an unconventional complication or display
But it's pretty cool, right? So
It's very cool.
this is what I'm
I'm
thinking
trying to
is
figure out how they.
happening here.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how they do it.
Yeah. Well, I
Because
think it's like sapphire discs, right? The hands are printed on the sapphire disc, and then the sapphire discs rotate, creating the illusion that the hands are starting from the pivot point. But in reality, that's a false pivot point. There's no pivot,
it's pretty wild.
right?
I've never seen this before. Okay.
Yeah. It's a cool kind of a thing.
It is kind of cool.
Yeah, this is called the mystery hands. The
Mystery hands.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
mystery. Because there's a mystery. How does it work? How does it, whatever. How does it function? It's complicated. So, anyways, I thought, and I think you got the same principles that apply here, where the seconds hand is probably on the sapphire disc, and that's why it needs this type of a shield, right? It looks like, oh, what is this middle part, right? Because it doesn't do anything, but probably it protects the stuff. It protects the mechanism. It hides how it actually works.
That's probably it.
Yeah. But the movement doesn't look like a super complicated high-end movement. That's my problem. It looks like a manual wine Scolito.
You're like I said, you're in protect territory for this price.
Mr. G says it's hard. It's hard. Mr. G was just offered the new Cartier
Did he take
watch.
it? Did he take it?
I think he's trying to decide. He doesn't know what to do. What do you do? What do you do if you're offered the Cartier Monopoussière? What would you do? Here, let's go to the watch. I don't even know how to find it. Let's see.
I don't even know what that is.
Mono. The mono pusher.
He's got a beautiful Cartier right now. Okay.
Mhm.
He's the type of guy that's very methodical. I don't think he's going to take it. Again, this is why I cover my face.
It is a cool watch, though.
Let me take a look at the watch.
Here, let me pull it up for you.
I'm gonna be. I've decided to be conscious. Oh, that's a gorgeous watch.
Yeah.
Hey, that's. Is it stainless steel or gold?
It's platinum.
Even better.
I think he's offered this one right here. It's
Oh,
expensive.
That's a gorgeous watch.
Right, but what do you do?
What's the name of that watch? That's a gorgeous
Monopoussière. Monopussy.
Can you spell that in the chat for me, because I can't.
Yeah. Ooh.
Mr. G, I think you might have to take this watch. That's a gorgeous watch. Maybe. No, it's a chronograph. He says
it's a chronograph. Yeah. But it's called like Monopoussière. He actually on the website they don't even call it the correct name. They just call it the Monopusher. It's Monopussy, basically.
The same sort of like case type.
Huh?
Is it the same case type?
Oh wait, this is the 3-hander. Hold on, there's multiple versions. See, there's chronograph. So this is the yellow gold chrono.
Spell that.
That's the kind of thing he got offered, but in platinum.
See, what I really like about this watch too, unlike like the Cubitus, which I love the Cubitus, by the way, but the movement covers the whole.
Oh, it's this one right here.
Whole space.
Okay, sorry about that. This one right here.
And it's platinum.
This one is platinum, yeah. You see there?
How thick is it?
It's not thick at all. It's a Cartier.
Does Mr. G own a platinum watch?
He might have a Patek in platinum, I think. Oh wow, look, the case is 34.8 with 10.2 thickness. It's a small watch. Look at the dial, the quality there, and it's got these white gold hour indices with the Cartier.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
With the secret logo. Yeah, how did they do it? It's almost impossible.
Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Who's the movement maker of this?
It's Cartier in-house. I think it's like limited to 50 pieces. Now, Cartier is doing some really good work.
Believe it or not, I don't know the price of this, which I don't know, but I'm assuming it's going to be pricey. I would take it.
You reckon?
If you get,
it's limited edition.
If an 80 calls you for this,
57,000. He can sell the other Cartier for 7,000. There you go. That takes it down to 50,000.
Yeah, in all honesty, this one's worth it if you can punch that number. This one's worth it.
I think
This
so.
is a very special watch. And I mean, these are like the top. You're in like the top You're in like the top tier of Cartier, or
You're not gonna need any more chronographs.
you're
You get
basically
this
you're
one
basically
and
done.
Cartiers either. Like unless they call you for a crash, you're done.
I'm trying to figure out what else you might have. No, I wouldn't even take a crash. This is all you need.
No, crash is just free
Mr.
money.
G,
Then you
this is
flip it
beautiful.
for $500,000.
Well,
I'm joking.
I'm not a big deal. I'm not a big fan of the crashes.
Look, that's one thing. I think crash is way overhyped. But like, if you buy this and then they sell you a crash, you take the crash and you just flip it. Fuck it.
This is Mr. G. This is a gorgeous watch. Period.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm trying to figure out what else you have in your collection. Like you got a bunch of Rolexes.
He's got an Vacheron Elegante. You know, a serious move could be to sell the Elegante for $120,000.
They're $100,000.
They can't keep going up in price forever. You think they will?
That's stupid money. Yeah, give it. Give it. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but
it's madness.
You know what? I sold a watch and I made like $220,000, $240,000 on it. But this one is absolutely worth buying.
Yeah, it's one of those that,
if you can swing the number.
Yeah. I think it's possible. 59 USD. And there's going to be a price increase. You might get it before. This is the pre-tariff as well.
Well, the other thing is
he's not even thinking about the tariff.
Platinum hasn't gone up with gold, but it's eventually going to go up. It's going to go up. It's going to follow gold because it was always the most expensive metal for a very long time until recently. And platinum has not gone up, and it's going to go up. It's going to go up. I mean, it's a matter of time. It's absolutely a gorgeous watch. The movement is gorgeous.
Yeah.
This has to be one of their marquee watches. This has got to be one of their signature watches that they sell.
It's really limited. I guess it's 200 pieces. Both are limited to 200 pieces. I thought it was 50 pieces, but it's 200.
No, I wouldn't sell the Elegante. I keep the Elegante, and also if they sell the Elegante, if you sell the Elegante,
he'll be banned from Vacheron for life.
That's exactly right, because they know exactly. Like the person when I bought my Vacheron, they actually banned the guy that sold the watch. They didn't ban.
They should.
Huh?
They should. Yeah.
They actually did. They actually did.
Yeah.
You know, not that, but the Elegante is fine. Is a great watch. But
it is a great watch. It's a great beater.
You don't have a Mr. G. You don't have a dress watch other than the other Cartier. I'd sell the other Cartier, believe it or not.
Yeah, because this is leagues above. This is one and done Cartier.
See, I would prefer, Mr. G. I would prefer this watch over your Daytona. Daytonas. Okay.
He's got a Daytona collection, though.
I know, but I prefer this any day of the week.
Yeah. It's in a different type of a league. Let's see. What do they got here on the European Watch Company in the Cartier? Cartier has been popping off. Hey, look at this. They got the same case with the minute repeater. Look at that.
That's the cheapest minute repeater I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's cheap. Cheap as chips. 130,000 for a minute repeater from Cartier.
No, you know what? I would get the Mr. G. I'd get the platinum. I wouldn't get the gold. I get the platinum.
Dude, look at this one. Somebody bought the platinum burgundy. So this is like Mr. G's Cartier Santas, but with red lacquer in platinum.
Yeah.
That's just sold $25,900. Let's see. Do they have?
Yeah, Mr. G.
What?
This, in my opinion, in your collection, this Cartier is going to be one of your best watches. I mean, a matter of
Yeah.
you have a top tier collection, top tier.
Top level up there.
I mean, we all know that.
Yeah. Very classic collection. And this would
It's very deliberate,
really elevate it.
except for this watch, which is I'm curious on what you're going to do.
Look
It's
at this
very-
flying tourbillon for 30,900.
Yeah.
40 mil case. See, you can get some good stuff on the gray market with that money, by the way. Like that's a tourbillon. And look at the tourbillon cage. It's got a C for Cartier. You see the tourbillon cage?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd buy a tourbillon from Cartier. I'd buy one for Vacheron or AP. I wouldn't buy one.
Breguet, yeah. Breguet. From Breguet. And what is this? What in the world? Oh my God. This is a 47 mil watch though, but that is just crazy. Because that's a seconds hand that runs around the case. Man, Cartier comes up with some wild.
You know what I like about Cartier? I do like their clasps a lot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I really do. I like Hermes clasps too.
Hermes is cool.
I think a Hermes watch is the best bang for the buck.
Look at that Cartier Tank Louis gray dial, rose gold. Wow. That's cool. Look at the design here. Very art
very cool. Very cool.
Cartier. Oh, speaking of Vacheron, did you say Vacheron?
Love Vacheron.
Vacheron just came out with
David H put it in the chat. David H put that in the chat, in the community chat today.
Shout out to David H. Here we are. Check this out, guys. We got 2, not 1, not 0. We have 2.
Supposedly the gold, he mentioned that the gold is thicker than the stainless steel.
Oh yeah? Let me see here. They're both ultra thin, I guess. Let's see. Let's go to specs right away. Spec sheet, baby.
Yeah, Marco, you've got a winner for that Hermes watch. You do have a winner.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and the captain just recently added one of those as well.
Oh, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're great. I think they're a great watch on a daily basis.
It's a great watch too.
It's a great movement. It's great everything with them. You can get the rubber strap. You can change the strap. It's a great watch for the money.
Ooh, David H says Sean needs the white gold Cartier. Yes. Yeah, maybe Mr. G can buy it and then if he ever needs to sell it, we've got a perfect customer.
Yeah, Mr. G, I like Hermes too.
Yeah. I think Mr. G likes Hermes, but he likes the Lulubu. Lulubu. I don't know how to pronounce them. Lubulus.
I've always been infatuated by their Perpetual calendar that they make, the Hermes de Slim Perpetual. I don't know if they still make them. But I mean, you get them on the secondary market for like, I don't know, 50, 60% off. And they're like a great deal.
There's some good stuff.
Yeah, it is good stuff.
So just to check it out here. So you got 41.5 millimeter diameter case, 8.1 thickness. And I think both pink gold and white gold are the same. 50 meters of water resistance, which is pretty good for a Perpetual calendar.
You know what? That's more than enough, Timmy. I mean, it's not like you're going to be swimming with these watches. I mean, come on. That's more than enough. That's really good for a Perpetual calendar. That's excellent. They're beautiful. These are beautiful watches.
It is, right? Look at that. Gold on gold on gold. And Tim, don't forget the Maltese cross bezel. Look at the bezel, man. You see that? That Maltese cross? And then look at the Maltese cross references in the bracelet.
No, I agree.
Look at the bracelet, man.
I agree.
Wow.
I've got to agree with you. I don't agree with you a lot, but the one thing I do agree with you, one of the greatest watches, and I wish it was never a limited edition, is what Cars and Chronos has, which is the Everest Vacheron.
That's the greatest watch that I think Cars and Chrono has.
Again, I don't agree with you a lot, but I agree with you 100%. I think that's like the best watch, one of the best watches ever. Okay, it's like top 5 watches ever is the Vacheron Everest. And you know what?
That's my grail, actually. I think that this would be that is my favorite watch, the Cars and Chrono.
I thought your Patek 50
The- is like
Timmy, if you chrono the 5167, if you chrono 24,
no
you got like 900 of them. Okay, 900.
Yeah, the 5167 is garbage compared to the overseas
they want
in
60,000
titanium.
plus. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Overseas in
My Vacheron
ever
the best watches, the coolest guys.
by far.
By
You know why
and you know
I
what?
like
It's
it?
like what 80,000 plus. If you buy it on the thing, and he's got watches that are like $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. That watch by far is the best watch, hands down.
Yeah. And for me, because it's a hiker's watch, that's why I like it. That's why it's my ultimate grail that I will never
I
have.
just like it because you can use it for everything. And the titanium top, it doesn't scratch as much.
Exactly. The titanium doesn't
And
scratch.
the movement, that
Super light. On the wrist, it's so light.
Yeah, that Vacheron.
Oh, maybe for those who don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, sorry about this, guys.
Yeah.
I'm orgasming over a stinking watch.
Here we go. Oh man. Revolution had a video on it. This is the watch we're fawning over. There's Corey Richards. Oh, he uses Nikon. Look at that. And
I'm sure he's got everything, but I'm sure he's sponsored by them. Yeah, this is
yeah, he is. And it's got hand carved rotor
of
the Mount Everest on the back.
And the movement, that movement is spectacular. Okay,
it is
on these watches. It's spectacular. Spectacular movement.
It's so cool. Very legible as well.
Yeah.
To read the watch. It's so legible because it's this.
So we're in agreement. We're in agreement with it. So the next question is what are they going for in the secondary market? They made a huge mistake with this. They should have been mass producing this. Huge. This could have been their Aquanaut. Huge mistake.
Could have been. Could have been their Aquanaut. Could have been. Yeah, maybe they'll have like a non-limited edition.
I think they
later down the road.
They could have been pumping these out. They could have charged 50, 60 grand for them. People would have bought them. They were like
Mr. G says Vacheron is doing a good job. Oh yeah, they're just absolutely killing it. And look at this one. They improved the
Yes.
buckle system
Huge
on this
improvement because
thing.
the other one
Yeah.
used to wobble. The old
Mhm.
ones wobble. I tried the negatives. I
Two versions. So there's the rubber Maltese cross on the rubber. It looks so cool. And ultra thin movement. Obviously, it's like a dressy sport perpetual. How would you compare this to the Royal Oak? What do you think? I like because I think it's
don't
probably more
even.
practical.
I'm an AP butt boy, so don't even compare
I
it.
know, but yeah, the AP it's got all in crown kind of thing, but I don't know. What do you take? You take the crown, being able to set the whole perpetual calendar with the crown. But that see, here's the thing. It's still only got, even though it's crown only, it's still 30 meters water resistance. What
Yeah,
the
I'm okay.
hell, man?
I'm okay with that.
Well, what's the point of
no
going through all the
rain.
trouble
I'm okay with
through
that.
making the watch that only uses the crown and then you don't seal it? What the
Yeah, but
like I don't get it.
I'm sure all these are more. But that's what they say is their limit. I'm sure they are.
So here, check this out. This is the new
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
AP perpetual calendar. It looks nice. Oh no, it got 50 meters of water resistance. Okay, so they both now have 50 meters of water resistance. Oh, that's a good. Okay, correction. They're both 50 meters now.
Also, I like
So
it.
what do you
I
do?
mean, I do like Vacheron Constantin a lot. All right, but I like the moon on the moon phase of the AP better.
Yeah, you like the moon phase on the
The
AP
AP,
better?
yeah.
Do you
And they
think
both these are both really nice watches. It's Marianne or Ginger, you know,
Mhm. Marianne or
on
Ginger,
Gilligan's
guys?
Island.
What do you choose?
What do you choose?
Yeah, there's good and then there's better and then there's best. Obviously, if you can, we've got the third one in this collection is the Patek Philippe, right? The
Yeah,
Patek Philippe Nautilus Perpetual Calendar. Let's pull it up. One second. Collection. Comp. Grand Comp. Oh no, it's not a Grand Comp. My bad. Collection. Collections. Let's go to Nautilus. Check it out. The Perpetual
yeah. I got
Nautilus. This one right
a
here,
wristwatchaholic.
5740.
I've got a two-hander. Got a simple two-hander. Patrimony.
Two-hander. Nothing wrong with the two-hander. Two-hander is good. That's all you need. Two hands. I only have two hands. No
Two-hand
problems. I'm able to get by.
green strap.
It's a nice watch. Check it out. So this thing, price-wise, let's talk about prices. See here, we got the Nautilus for 169,000. Okay, 169,000. The AP is the price upon request. Does anybody know how much the Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar cost? Let us know in the chat. And
$285,000.
285? No way.
Okay.
You know this? Or you just guessing?
I have a pretty good I have a pretty good understanding. Let's just put it that way.
Because this Vacheron,
I didn't ask. I did not ask for. I did not ask for one. That Vacheron's probably going for 110. How much is it going for?
the Vacheron, the AP.
No, the Vacheron. I know what the AP is going for.
Oh, the Vacheron. So get this, the
100.
Vacheron is going for 134,000 euros.
Okay. All right. So I can
Yeah,
see.
134.
Okay.
Huh? How about that, huh? 134. So we got 134. The Patek is 170, and it
That,
offers less features, right? Technically
yeah,
speaking.
but that's a Nautilus.
It's a Nautilus, though, right? The overseas is not a Nautilus. That's the only.
That goes over market,
Yeah, way above retail, right?
way above, like 1.5 times.
Let's check. Let's check Chrono 24. How much these go for? The Chrono
Actually,
24.
it's a very well proportioned watch.
It is. Go low to high. Okay, so there's the cheapest one for 189. That's it.
Nah.
That's it.
Oh, what country is that? Is that Japan?
Old one.
What
Beat
country?
up.
That's too old. Timmy, no. Go to a new one. That's an old one.
Wow, it doesn't even look authentic. It looks fake. So does it have a quick adjust?
No, hold on. Go back to the other one. The other one's gold. This one's not.
What do you mean? This is gold. They're
Yeah.
all gold.
Is this one looks like it's stainless steel.
It has to be gold. White gold.
Okay. All right.
They're all white gold. Oh, it does have the micro adjustment, by the way. But it looks
Go
really
back to
beat
the
up.
clock.
2018, really old.
Go back
But that's the cheapest one, you see it? And then let's say Chrono 24 direct. Look at this. Direct from Chrono 24 for 207,000.
So it's more.
Oh, look, it's stickered on the pushers. It says, oh, but also from 2018.
Brand spanking new though.
Original box, original papers. Maybe it's post service or something.
Yeah, that could be it. It's probably post service. The guy probably wore it for a year and then serviced it. Something like this makes sense.
Hmm. No, yeah, it looks like a nice finish here, man. The finish on the movement is really good, by the way. Let's see. How does that movement compare to the Vacheron, though? Let's pull up this Vacheron. The micro rotor. The micro rotor looks really nice. Okay, so this is the Vacheron movement. Okay, it is a Geneva seal. Okay, both the Geneva seal case and the movement.
Yeah, well, Vacheron's noted for that. Other
I
than
like
their,
the.
other than their 1956 or whatever it is, the lower one. But the thing is, that's still a nice, beautiful watch.
Tom says he could go for a two.
Yeah, well, you could go for a two-hander too.
What does that mean?
Well, I mentioned a two-hander patrimony.
Oh yeah, I could go for a two. I have two hands. I got two hands, man. Two hands can get shit done. One eye, but two hands. And even like one hand is still good. Even one hand, it's just no hands.
You can do a lot
It'll be
with
tough.
You can do a lot with one hand.
Yeah. I saw there's a video of this guy. He was in a skiing accident and his arm got paralyzed. He's just got one arm, but he was like hitting the gym. He's fucking built. He's built, man. He's totally jacked. But yeah, it's tough. Everybody.
See that moon phase right there?
Uh-huh.
See the moon?
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful, but take a look at the AP moon.
Let's see here. Oh, wow. Okay.
See, I think the AP moon kills Vacheron's moon
Let me get the better picture.
because it's a real moon.
Wow. It's like it's like a high definition rendering of the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's got Aventurine background for the moon phase.
Yeah.
And it's got that new layout for 30 to 31.
So I'm curious. They make what 70,000 watches a year? AP. 50,000 watches. I mean, AP. A little bit less than Patek.
Yeah.
So they make around 50. How many watches do you think of the perpetual calendars they make? Probably 200 max a year, or less.
I think they make more. They made like 200 of those John Mayers alone. And then they make the ceramic ones. They probably make like 1,000 perpetuals. With this new generation, maybe they'll have in the first year they might have 200, but then in year two,
I'm just
They might
curious. I'm just
scale it up.
curious. Something I'm curious about, which no one has told me the answer. It's the JLC has a perpetual counter. If you set it forward, you're fucked. You got to send it back. Okay, you have to send the calendar back to the service. You send it if you go too forward. I'm curious if the AP is like that too.
Yeah, it's a good point.
All right, and
Hmm.
no one's given me that answer
Yeah.
because JLC has their perpetual, but the thing is that it's finicky. Let's just put it that way.
Hmm. Yeah, let us know in the chat, guys, if you have a take on that. I'm not sure.
No one knows that
No
answer.
one knows. No one knows. If you have an answer, let us know. Shout out to OG Dangus. He says upvoted for the Casio automatic watch.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah.
I
Then-
I have a Timex, and the plastic is from the sea, so
Mhm.
ocean cleanup.
Yeah, you know that the plastic is horrible, especially the microplastic.
Yeah, that's what my watch is made out of, the microplastic. And then the dial is actually solar. It's from Casio. They took Timex, bought the rights to make the solar from Casio, so it's a solar three-hander with the ocean. So it's an environmentally economic. It's an environmentally, I don't know what you want to say, sound watch, I guess. And the strap is basically plastic too, perline, that's been from the ocean too. Perline strap.
Berlin.
You know what a perline strap is?
I never heard of it.
Fascinating.
Berlin strap.
You have never heard of a perline strap? You know them when you see them. Not that many people wear them.
Let me see.
Is it
Perlin.
Perlin?
Perlin.
Perlon. You've never
P.
heard
Wait. Say
E
P.
as in Paul, E as in Eskimo, R as in rake, L as in lucky, O as in octopus, and N as in Nancy.
Straps, right?
See if you can Google it.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Perlon straps.
yeah.
Wow.
There you go. Now you know what they are.
Oh,
I have
dude,
a
these
bunch of
look
them, all
cool.
different colors.
Look at that. It's very different.
Yeah, you like that?
Oh, and this is the NATO strap
You
version.
gotta know. You gotta be in the know.
Look at that weave. Yeah,
Yeah, so you
I
can put
like
the,
it.
they last around for 3 months and then you throw them out.
Yeah.
I buy them for like $25 to $40, 25 to $40. You can get them for 9 actually on Amazon. I'm afraid that you buy them on Amazon.
Oh, yeah, you could probably get them on eBay for even cheaper. Some of
Right?
these NATO straps you can get 20 for $5. You know these NATO straps like this one right here?
Yeah,
This was like super cheap, like $2 on eBay.
yeah.
You have to
So that's what I have on my Timex.
It's a great business reselling the straps. You just put your
That's what
name
you should
on
be
them.
getting into. By the way, it's not Barking Jacks. Who's the guy from New Jersey? The younger guy than you, who I do like, by the way. Who's the
The
guy?
young fella. Oh, Christian.
Christian.
Theo and Harris.
He's got a watch strap company that's on the east side of Manhattan. I remember seeing that like 4 years ago. That's where he gets a lot of his straps online.
Really?
It's on like the third floor on like Third Avenue on like Third and I don't know, let's just say 75th. That number I'm making up. It's like on Third Avenue. It's like on the third floor, and they make straps for him. They've been making straps for somebody forever, and that's where he gets it. He found someone in New York. He found someone in New York that makes straps, but these are perline straps, so they have different colors. So right now I have a red one on, And when
Ooh, like Mr. Wonderful.
wonderful. And then when it goes to fall, I'll change it to a darker color. Maybe that gray right there.
By the way, you know that there's a part 2 of the Mr. Wonderful interview?
Really? You want to
Yeah.
watch that?
Yeah, you want to watch it?
Yeah, we can watch that.
Sounds fun. Yeah, let's watch it. Check this out. This is with Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron's
We
cool.
had him on the stream
Yeah, he's a great
earlier
guy.
in the week. Let's watch it together. Check this out. Uh-oh. It's got some serious
All right,
heavy
so we have a lot of watches to get through, but Kevin brought an insane collection of Jorns that we have to talk about. Kevin, where do you want to start? Because there's so much to take in here.
You know, it's, I think go back to the pieces that I really grabbed me. It's funny, but I always thought the elegant, which was the entry level Journe, I think originally it's 15 or 17,000, right?
No, something like that.
Yeah.
Even 14.9, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And so it was one of my first pieces, and I really loved it. And I when I look at my collection, there's a couple of pieces I wear a lot, and it's the Chronomètre Bleu.
Ooh.
There you
By
go.
the way, shout out to Double D. He gave me this strap. Check this out. This green
Yeah, that's probably
lizard strap.
He's probably right. It's probably from the east side of Manhattan. Where does it say in the back where it's?
It
Next time you
actually
see
doesn't say
Kristen,
anything.
ask him. I mean, he's got the market for that, but it's on the east side of Manhattan.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't say anything here, but hey, the more power to him. Look at
He
that.
believe it or not, I don't know if his stream, if he took it down or not. He could have, but it was a stream when he
On
was
the
first
stream?
like starting out on with straps and selling secondhand watches.
Yeah, I think he still does that. No?
He still does. I think he makes more money on that than his stream.
Well, yeah, that's doing money. There's no money in streaming. Like that's, it's sometimes you
But
make
that's a
money. It's
lot.
a gamble. It's a gamble.
That's a lot.
Right.
That's a lot to do because then you got to catalog the watch, and then you got to
Yeah.
then someone's gonna be.
You have to choose your battles. Like, today I put a lot of effort into today's live stream, but it's hard,
No, I
It's
understand.
really hard.
I totally get it.
It's what do I do? What do I do, man?
No, I totally understand that. It's you got to choose. You really have to choose your
Hey,
battle.
can you give me a second? I need to use the restroom.
Yeah, I'll give you a second.
Right, you want me to play the video, or you want to talk about the
Well, no.
chronometer blue?
Why don't you put the video on and we'll just talk? Oh, and Mickey's on now too.
Oh,
so it's
Mickey's
good.
joining. Okay, perfect timing.
Perfect timing, Mickey.
Okay, let's get Mickey on the stream. I'm gonna use the restroom. Just 30 seconds.
I don't see me.
Hey,
I
Mickey.
see you. I don't see your
Can't see it.
avatar.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Oh, you got one of those flaps that you can close down the camera.
Yeah, for work meetings, I've logged into a Teams call sometimes. I'm not necessarily dressed for work some mornings.
Yeah.
I was just calling in. I cannot stay on this with this fucking video. Who I hate this video and this guy. But I was just calling in to show Tim G. I was wearing my Speedmaster on a Perlane strap.
Oh, very
Ooh.
nice. So that's
Whoa.
I wish I could show mine. Very nice. Actually, it looks really nice.
Wow.
Is that green?
It's black.
Black? It's nice.
They are Houdinki used to sell them. They are so lightweight and airy is like the weird word. Like if you see like
whoa, you can see right through it.
Yeah.
Aerating.
And
Whoa.
so you can basically put your pin buckle, which I only do pin buckles. I hate deployants. I'm with Tim on that. You can put your pin buckle anywhere. It's like the ultimate.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There's a million different holes, so you can just.
So it doesn't have holes. You just poke it through.
It's one big fucking hole. It's one big hole.
It's really, really nice. It's really, really nice.
And let me use the restroom, guys. I'll be right.
And they're like, I don't know what you paid, but at the time, I think I paid like $20 or something.
Yeah. I paid.
And you can get them in green and black and.
Yeah, it actually looks good on your Speedy.
Yeah. So if I went and got all my boxes, there is a box from this watch from 2009 or 2012 that has a bracelet in it that has never been worn
Well,
because
that's nice.
it was
That's
the
great.
original 1860 whatever. This is
That's awesome.
the original Speedmaster.
Yeah.
Or the not the new one. It's the one it's got the Cernan.
Yeah.
The
It's
Cernan
awesome.
case back.
Yeah.
So it's a little unique.
Those were like $3,200 way back.
I paid $29.50.
Okay, there you go. All right, now it's incredible how much they've gone up.
And because it's Hezolite, it's light as a feather.
Yeah.
And then you put that stupid bracelet on it, and you feel like you're wearing, a pound, a watch that's a pound. Timmy, I was just saying that this bracelet from this watch from 2009 or 2012. I don't know why those dates I can't get right, but it's the one with the Cernan patch on the back.
Oh yeah, nice. Oh, it's Hasselite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Hezolite. And so I was saying the reason why I wear it on this, or I wear it on like a Hodinkee, like one of these, because it's so light, and as soon as you put that bracelet on it, it's just so heavy. It doesn't make sense to put a bracelet that's 10 times the weight of your watch. This is my opinion, but people may love that bracelet. But anyway, cheers to Perlane.
Now Timmy knows what I call him. Perlane.
Yeah, Perlane. I think it's Perlane.
Yeah.
Cheers to Perlane. I've got mine on the Jean Rousseau right now.
You get a pink Perlane.
That's one of the kind of straps that I don't own, actually. Yeah. So that's something I'm going to try.
You regret that pink when you could have gotten the classic color? I'm not saying you should. I'm asking.
You're talking about what, this Jean Rousseau?
Yeah, you regret doing pink.
I have the black one. I have the classic black strap.
Oh, you do have both.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this was from Paris. I got this one in Paris.
Yeah, it's just limiting. It's just limiting.
Yeah. I just thought, hey, it'll be cool to get just something different, just something funky. Here, let me show you. It's kind of nice.
It's cool. I don't know that it goes with that watch. I know everyone wants to tell you what.
I'm not. I agree. I agree with you, Mickey. But you know what? It's Timmy. But I do like if he gets.
I like the strap. I like the color.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think that a Speedmaster deserves a little more respect.
It wasn't actually meant for this watch. It was meant for the Daytona, but because the Daytona has got some weird end link.
I think you should put that on your Grossman.
The pink one? Oh,
yes.
Good idea.
Yeah, something with a lighter dial. I don't know.
I think it would go better with the Grossman than the Speedy.
It's a good idea. Unfortunately, my Grossman doesn't have the quick change bars. I need to get the.
So you have to go to some pro. You got to find some pro place that will do it.
Well, it just has spring bars though, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a spring bar tool, don't you?
I don't want to scratch the Grossman.
Oh.
No, I can't. I need to sell it, to be honest. Yeah,
you need to sell it before that service is due.
You've been saying that for forever.
Exactly. You know it. Yeah, I've been saying it forever. I should just stop saying it. But like I need to, I need something to talk about on the stream.
Well, for sure you sold your Air King and your Kermit because you've been saying you're going to sell those for years. So
not yet. They're just sitting there, just collecting dust, letting oils coagulate.
You know what I'm surprised about, Timmy? You've never been to you've never walked into, and they do service there. Grand Central Watch. Have you ever heard of them? They're in Grand Central Station.
No, never heard of it. Grand Central Watch.
Grand Central Watch. Can you?
They're pretty famous.
They're very famous. I mean, what happens to me is that all of a sudden people lose their shirt, like in 2008, and so they have to sell their watch while they're going to the train. So take a look. Google Grand Central Watch, and believe it or not, it's like a quick, and they do service.
Oh, cool.
And they're right in this Grand Central Station.
Oh, look at this.
And
Oh,
it's
protect
down
fully
below
service.
level, isn't it?
What?
Yeah, the lowest level. I think basement actually, but the
Yeah.
basement's decent there.
It's kind of
still
like
not-
going to one of those crazy sushi places in the subway in Japan. It's just like it shouldn't be there, but it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So Timmy, I'm surprised you've never been there. So they sell watches here too, because people when they need to sell a watch, they're like
Yeah.
they get on the train.
That's a Gonzo stream there, man.
Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
Gonzo stream, exactly.
I've done streams from Grand Central. I didn't realize that.
You know what
there's
else the Grand
service
Central
there.
has that people don't realize? It's got a tennis court.
What?
Yeah,
Crazy.
I've actually have played tennis there.
What the hell?
Yeah, people don't
Yeah.
realize what Grand Central has.
Man, that's wild. Okay, I need to do either a Gonzo stream here or just just chat
They're
with
really
them
really
if they
nice,
wanna
too,
do.
Timmy. So they do service. So they
Yeah.
you know if you have like a Etta or a Solita watch or something, they do a lot of stuff and they're very reputable.
And
I
I
don't know,
bet you too that if you showed
Look at
them
that.
one of your normal streams where you interview somebody and do a serious interview,
Earlier today.
and you said, "I'd like to do a kind of little
Yeah.
bioptic on you." You know, I have this. I'm on YouTube, but you know,
Did you watch today's stream?
who?
Today, did you see today's stream?
Yeah, I saw
That's
Chris
what it was
again.
about. Yeah, it was just
So
just
Timmy,
pleasant
go,
That's what I'm
conversation.
saying. So
Talking about
that would be a great stream. You don't want to, you know, there's streams you don't want to.
so go to their secondary market. Go to their watches. See what's up for sale.
I think, Mickey, that's just propaganda. I always do good streams.
No, yeah, we've had
good
some crazy.
conversation.
Timmy, why the fuck are you so defensive? I'm saying we've had some crazy streams that like.
But wasn't nothing,
uh,
like too crazy. It was just some fun streams. I would say we had some fun streams, and then he's had some professional level conversations. Oh,
all right, I'm
look
gonna
at
go.
this!
I was
They've
just
got
throwing
this
my
one, the
pearl on.
Schumacher with the yellow dial.
How much do they
Look at
want for
that.
them? How much do
Peace
they
out,
want?
guys.
Oh, okay, Mickey, take care.
Mickey, take
Thank
care
you for
of
the
yourself.
information.
Yeah, I like the Prolon. So there
Look
you
at
go.
that.
You can interview these people. Just
Mm.
walk right in. They'd probably let you do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would.
I've had one watch fixed there. I go to Sam's down in Chattanooga, but I've had one
Mhm.
watch fixed there back in the 90s. Okay, so I'm dating myself again. They've been around forever, these people.
Look at this. Fully
Yeah.
serviced pre-owned watches. Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see Rolex. Let's see if they have a solid gold Submariner. Maybe I could trade. Maybe I could
I don't know
trade.
if they give you. I don't know if they give you a deal, but see like that. See that Rolex? The guy
Yeah.
needed money.
Yeah, look at this one.
So he needed money. He needed money now. Okay.
Mhm.
So he sold it there. And he picked up he needed money.
Yeah. Look at this yellow gold Daytona.
looking
That's pretty
watch.
badass. Zenith yellow gold. Whoa, what happened?
I don't know.
But there's
they got-
there's the Submariner, no date maxi case. They got the Batgirl. They got some good stuff. Oh, look at this 6265. By the way, something I wanted to mention whilst Chris was on the stream, we were talking about the service. This type of a piece, if you want to get it serviced by Rolex, Rolex now has it's like called something like historical or heritage
I'm sure. I'm sure.
department.
I'm
You know,
sure.
they charge like 13,000 to service a watch like this.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's just another racket, but it's needed. It's
Yeah.
definitely needed, especially when they're in these watches.
Uh-huh. Oh, this one just sold. Look at this, the Tiffany. The Tiffany's gone.
Yeah,
36 mil.
Yep.
Just sold.
Yep.
Beautiful piece.
So you can walk
Yeah,
in there
that's
and buy or sell a watch.
I never knew about this. Let me take a picture. Look,
Yeah.
I've got so much
Stuff
my
going
plate,
on.
so many
Yeah, I
things
totally
to do.
understand. Well, you know what? You live in New York, so you take a lot of things for granted.
Yeah, I should do stuff that's closer to
Have
my
you
house.
been to the Statue of Liberty
Um,
ever?
no.
See, I rest my case. And most people who live in the like I bet you the Philadelphia crew, whoever's living in Philadelphia, has never been to the Liberty Bell. Okay. Like you can just keep on going with these. People in Washington D.C. lived in Washington D.C. have never walked up the Washington Monument. You know, because you can just go down the road on these things.
Exactly.
Have you been on top of the Empire State Building?
The Empire
Have
State
you
Building.
been?
Yeah, once
Okay.
when
All right, then you
when I
okay?
was a
You done
child, just
you
came
did
to the United States.
okay. You did a tourist thing. Okay.
Yeah, the tourist thing.
You remember that?
I do, kind of a little bit, but it was a long time ago. You know what I want to
The
do?
building needs a.
I have a challenge idea to walk up the steps all the way to the top because you
Well,
can take the elevator or you can take the stairs.
there used to be
That's a great challenge to.
There used to be a client of mine on the 33rd floor there, and I walk. I never take the elevator. I take the steps. So I've gone up to 33 on the Empire State Building.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good exercise.
Seagram's building, I've been up to like 47 by walking steps. Seagram on Park Avenue, 47. Took I was stopped by one of the guards. I gave
Oh
me a
yeah,
license. They said the elevator's there. I go, no, I want to take the steps.
nice. Yeah, because it's better. You
The
get some
guy opened the
exercise
door.
in.
The guy opened the door for me, and I said, I asked him if the door was open on when I opened the door, going to the 7th floor.
Oh, sick.
Never take the elevator. I never take the elevator.
No, it's bad for health. But see, it's easier to walk the steps when
Yeah.
you're lighter. When I was 220 pounds, walking stairs. After losing, by the way, today officially I'm at 35 pounds loss,
Good for you.
which is the weight of a microwave.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, I was walking around everywhere, going everywhere.
Yeah,
Hands. Imagine.
I agree. No, congratulations. That's awesome.
That's insane.
Hey, and also, hey, your mic is fogging out. We can't hear you now.
Can you hear me?
No, it's in and out. That's what she said too, but it's in and out. I can't hear you. No, can't hear you. You might need a Chromebook. $225. Oh, thank you. Might need a Chromebook. No, can't hear you. Something bagged out. Seriously, I don't know. Technical difficulties. This is a test.
Oh, holy shit. The
Okay.
microphone disconnected.
There you go. Okay.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, there you go.
How the hell? It literally unplugged itself.
Okay, all right. There you
Wild
go.
shit. By the way, I wanted to show you this video because this is kind of one of those heartwarming videos. But then if you know about microplastic, you go, fuck, man, this guy is creating unlimited pollution. Watch this.
ये आदमी प्लास्टिक की बोतल से बड़े गजब की चीजों को बनाता है।
Okay, wait, never mind. It's different language. Okay, okay. It doesn't matter. Language is irrelevant. This guy, you see, there's a video. They're like praising him. Oh, he's so creative. He turns bottles into thread, and then out of this thread, he makes hats. Look at this. See the bottle? Boom, it's gone. Takes the bottles, he developed his own technology, and pulls it into a thread. And out of the hat, you see, out of the thread, he makes hats, makes all kinds of stuff.
That's terrific. See, you can make one of those Perline watch bands.
No, but the problem is the microplastic. He's cutting the stuff, right?
No, I understand.
Breathing it as well, because as he's cutting it, he's generating this micro dust that he's not even seeing.
And he's breathing it.
Yeah, look.
के बोतल को हम कचरा समझकर फेंक देते हैं.
You're gonna die of
Yeah,
cancer.
find it. Yeah, it's a terrible thing. Look, he's making brooms. He's making. I mean, it's cool, like recycling. Like, what a
You should be
smart
wearing.
idea,
You should,
but he doesn't understand the science of it. And then look, he's cutting it. Oh my god, he's making it into tiny little.
yeah,
Dude,
that's a cool
you
broom.
can't take it out of the environment ever.
Daniel Katz needs one of those hats, you know.
Yo, yeah.
Daniel,
That's the only hat that Daniel Katz doesn't
Daniel
have.
Katz needs one of those hats, okay?
Man, so he's not realizing that.
All right. Well, do you remember?
Look at this broom.
Do you
So
remember?
think about it. Okay, you're gonna be sweeping
understand.
around with this broom, but as you sweep, you're scraping it against the asphalt.
I totally understand. Do you remember Polar Fleece? Do you remember that? Polar Fleece, like clothes? Very
what?
popular in the Northeast. Was that that's pre you. Post pre you. You don't remember Polar Fleece? That was made out of plastic too.
Oh, that's before me.
Okay.
I know about the insulator. You know the insulation material
Yeah.
that causes cancer. What was it
Yeah.
called?
Well, Polar Fleece.
Asbestos.
Asbestos. Well, anything pre 1974 in buildings in, like, say, in Manhattan, pre 1974, the pipes in the basement are all wrapped with white stuff. That's asbestos, and then it flakes, and then you breathe it. So when you buy like a commercial building or an apartment building, that's a requirement that they've got to get rid of it. So what they do is they put like a plastic wrap on the building. They come in with these hazmat suits, and they get rid of all the asbestos around those pipes, because that used to be insulation for the pipes. So it still exists. 1970 pre-1974 buildings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brutal.
So you go down
Brutal
to
stuff.
where you live, go to your basement and take a look. If it's white, if it is white wrapping, that's asbestos.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna check.
Don't tell your parents.
Don't
That's
touch
all.
it. Don't breathe it in.
Don't breathe it. Don't breathe
Don't
it.
scrape it and sniff it.
Yes.
No scratch and sniff.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that was a terrible kind of a situation.
It's a big deal though, like 15, 20 years ago, because everything was bought. Oh, that's a good looking watch. That's a
Yeah, that's the last watch that I wanted to touch on today.
Yep.
And maybe we'll watch that video from Mr. Wonderful. Maybe we won't. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
It's a quiet day, but yeah, this is the new Armstrong. It looks really nice in my opinion.
I like them a lot. I like
Right? Look at that. It's got
Good
the
looking.
constant force, and it's like a guilloche dial. I'm not sure if it's a real
pretty
guilloche.
simple watch too. I like it.
Yeah, simple, elegant. Look at the case
I
back.
like the movement. Beautiful.
Right?
Yep.
Beautiful movement. Armstrong.
Really like it a lot. What is it? Is it a 40
Manual
millimeter?
one.
I'm hoping it's a 40, nothing bigger.
The
Millimeter?
size?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's 38
Perfect.
by 9.38.
Perfect.
thickness. Yeah,
It's a
50
great
meters
looking
water
watch.
resistance.
$22,000 though.
Yeah, limited to 50 pieces. That's fine, I think, because the movement is in-house.
I agree.
Manufacture, manual wind, 100 hours of power reserve
Yeah, that's a big deal.
with the flat hairspring with variable
It's
inertia.
a good looking
balance.
watch. It's really a good looking watch.
Yeah, I think as far as like in-house movements go, this is extremely affordable for what it is. And 1 out of 50 is it's cool. It's just nice. 1 out of
Yeah,
50. Nice finish on the back.
I gotta look into them more. I was fortunate enough. I've been to their 2022. I've been to their. I took the train for free from Geneva. I told you this.
Mm-hmm.
The next time you go to Geneva, you should go there. It's the German section. My daughter was at one of the reasons why I went in 2022 is my daughter was at the UN learning school. Let's just put it that way. She was at a UN school there. So I went to visit her for around Thanksgiving, and then I took the train up. And it was a buddy system again. You're supposed to pay, but I didn't. Take the train. They didn't check.
Hmm.
They don't check anything in Switzerland. They just everything's buddy.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about Switzerland. For those who are going to the Geneva Watch Days,
Yeah.
they'll be able to enjoy the Geneva transit, hop on, hop off for free.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable.
Restaurants were really good.
I highly recommend that if those who are gonna go to Geneva Watch Days, they should go say hi to Chris Alexander. They should say hi to him. Go check out the Holthinrichs Watches. Holthinrichs Watches. Try to see the 1.24 watch in person, because I think once you see it in person, it's gonna be like really mind blowing. And because like for the money, like think about it, right? Like this is 20, how much? 22,000. It's a lot of money. Like you can buy 4 of those.
22,000. But
22, yeah. You can buy 4 of Holthinrichs for the price of one Armstrong, right? So
Yeah.
it just begs the question. But
Agreed.
yeah, I think we'll do the Mr. Wonderful thing tomorrow. How's that sound?
That sounds pretty good.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the dog days of summer. I mean, this is the Labor Day week. This is a tough week for everybody because everyone's doing stuff and they're running or they're on vacation.
This is
or you should be at the U.S. Open if you're in the tri-state area, and you can just keep on going.
Look, I think this was just a good show that people can rewatch. It's a really rewatchable show.
Very rewatchable. This is a great looking watch, by the way. It
It
really is a great looking watch. I'm
Good
trying to
stuff.
figure out what I would buy for $22,000.
What else is there to buy? Think
For
about it.
this? What would I buy outside of this?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, and I don't know. What's $22,000 that I would buy?
22,000.
Sky Dweller?
What type of well,
Rolex?
let's see it. Let's go to European. Let's check European. Here we go. New arrivals. Let's just check. What do they got here? Oh, look at this. 6,000.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Chocolate
we're
dial.
looking at 22,000. Yeah,
What the hell? Look at that. Whoa, with the brown dial speed.
Yeah, you know what? That's going to be a pain in the neck to wind.
And
Look at
this
the
is the
dial.
1861. The first and only watch worn on the moon. Actually, GMT Master was worn on the moon as well, but that's okay. 42 mil. Wow, this is a really special watch,
Yeah, it's a good price.
right? For the chocolate dial one.
All right,
Okay.
for $22,000. We're looking at
22. Yeah, we're looking for 22,000. Let's see.
Nothing.
Go higher. There's some Rolexes here. You can get a Pepsi. Do you really want another Pepsi? Like Pepsi is fine.
Maybe I would get the Armin over that. I don't know. I'd probably get the Pepsi though. I'd play it safe and get the Pepsi.
Pepsi is a really safe buy. It's like putting money in the bank.
It's putting money on your wrist.
Yeah. Let's see what else is available here. 17,000 for the Octo Finissimo.
Is that a good price though for a Pepsi? I've seen them for like 19.
No, that's too much. It's too
Yeah, that's what I
expensive, yeah.
figured. Okay, so let's just keep on going.
Yeah. There's a Patek Philippe here. Look at this. 33 mil. 33 mil, tiny little dress watch.
Too small.
Too small, but it's got
That's
Patek
for
Philippe.
a roommate. That's not for you.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, how much do they want for the Elegante?
64.5.
Okay, that's the cheapest I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it's kind of cheap, yeah. And look at this. First Omega in space, 7,850. Pretty good. I think
Not
this is
bad.
going to sell quickly.
Not bad.
What else we got here? Frank Mueller. Oh my God! Look at this FP Jorn. Wow, resonance with the salmon dial.
Okay, so
330,000. Somebody's getting banned.
That's over list.
Way over list.
Way over 3 times.
Maybe almost 4. But this is old model.
I'm sure it's about. I'm sure that was like $100,000 when it came out.
I know. I think it was less. Under. It's
Okay.
from 2004.
Okay.
Dude, this was probably like a $40,000 watch back then.
You're right. They couldn't sell them back then.
Yeah, unsellable.
Unsellable. Okay.
Somebody probably sold it at a loss. Yeah. Let's see
So
what else we
what
got.
can I buy for 22,000? Not much.
Oh, you can get this blank pot in
Actually, believe it
full
or not,
solid
I
gold.
really like the Patek. Oh, okay.
Blank pot. Look at that.
Okay.
Rose gold.
Yep.
It's a bullion of gold.
Yep.
All right. That's a cool looking piece.
It's not bad.
Right.
I actually like the Patek.
Oh, look at this Patek. 26.5.
I like the I like the 5296. I wish they
It's
kept
nice.
that.
Pin buckle.
I wish they kept that model.
Yeah. Oh, they put out the platinum one. They're gonna try to play it out. You know, they'll spread out the new collection.
I actually like the sector dial. I really like this watch a lot.
It's really legible. You can
Very legible, and you
easily
know what?
tell
The
the
lugs
time.
are wide for the watch.
Contrast, right?
Yeah, the lugs are 21 millimeter, so it's a
Really?
wide watch. Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay. Fair enough. I thought it would be 20, but all right. 21. It's a
Yeah.
wide strap.
Really love that watch. I've always liked
What
that.
else? Let's see. What else?
It doesn't hack though. And you know what?
No
Go
hack.
back to that. That might have that might be pre 2009. That might have the Geneva seal. 5296. Go back to this 5296. Go back there. Let's see the back end of that. If that has a let's see.
Oh, you see the movement? It's got the V's. The
Yeah, it's
V
got the
and
V's,
the
but
V.
hold on. Does that have a P or does that have a Geneva seal on the movement?
Oh, see it. We can't. I can't see it because the movement, the rotor is on the wrong
Yeah, it's
side.
got the V. You know that definitely does not hack. You have to play games with it first.
Yeah, no, it's not a hacking because it's the V.
Yeah.
The V. You need to have those waves.
Waves. Yeah. See, again, you
Now
tell me
we
that.
know.
Now we
learning.
know. Yeah. Well, every time we see that, we know.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
It's a fun game to play nowadays. Oh, look at this fat guy in the t-shirt.
Yeah, it's a thick watch though.
Shout out to Pocket Watch Time. He likes
Pocket
the
watch
dial.
time, awesome. I like your new avatar.
Pretty cool. Pocket watch. Pocket watches. Any pocket watches here?
See that. See
Oh,
that
look at this.
Calatrava?
So cheap. 5.9.
It's a great
That's the
watch.
Marco watch.
Best watch for the money, right there.
Mhm. Hermes.
I think you can even get them cheaper on eBay, but even new, I think it's a great watch. I think
Yeah.
movement is great. Everything about this watch is great.
It's amazing, man. Amazing.
I mean, if they charged $15,000 for this watch when it first came out, I don't think people would have said it's too expensive.
No.
And I'm surprised they didn't.
Yeah, they played it really well. Like they undervalued it.
For Hermes. I
Yeah.
mean, the scarf is like $1,000. Okay, to buy you buy a scarf, something not $1,000, but like $600, $600 to $800. Their ties now are like $350. I have like a ton of ties. Never wear them. I have a ton of ties from them. Every time I went to a new city, I would buy a Hermes tie. So I always and I would put it on the client. So I now can say that. Still good. Still nice.
Doesn't Patek give you ties, right?
Huh?
Patek also
Gives
is
you
known
ties.
for giving out
Yeah.
ties, right?
But I even like their class. I know you don't like it, but I mean that's a Vacheron movement. You can't go
Sure,
wrong
yeah.
with this thing.
No, this is a solid.
It's a solid
thing,
watch.
yeah. Yeah, but it's not hacking because you see the movement. It's got the V's.
No, I think that is hack.
Yeah, I'm just.
I know you're
I'm joking. I'm joking. But it's got the V's.
But I like what they did. They stamp everything H on the movement, so they don't have to do the Geneva stripes, anglage or whatever they call it.
Oh, look at this. The new two-tone Submariner for 19.
Good looking watch. I think that's over. I think it's overpriced.
That's kind of crazy.
I think that's like $3,000 to $4,000 overpriced.
Yeah, that's the new market, man. It's box papers, excellent condition, basically brand new.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, they're not gonna buy it from you at that price. That's what they're gonna sell it for. But
No, I know that.
you're gonna
Oh,
lose
I
money.
know. I've tried to sell a Submariner, and they offered me nothing for it. I said, come on. So I just moved on.
Tough.
Regular old Submariner, no date.
This is a beautiful
brand
piece
spanking
right
new.
here.
Oh, that's a good looking watch.
Right? Look at that. Bezel, steel bezel, the blue dial on the blue strap just looks perfect. And the blue little hand. Gorgeous. But yeah, it's a good show.
Good show.
I'm gonna wrap it up
night?
here.
Good.
It was fun.
Mickey, it's been real. I got the Perlon strap. It's cool.
Shout out to Mickey. Yeah.
We now know what a Perlon strap.
See Perlon strap IRL. Also,
Nice.
big shout out to Chris Alexander for coming on the show and walking us through his incredible collaboration with Holthinrichs Watches. The Signature Ornament LAB Series 1.24. Truly a work of art. Tim G, thank you so much for joining me on the stream. And of course, massive thanks to everyone who tuned in, supported with super chats, and our members. Really appreciate it, guys. And before you leave, make sure to upvote. I'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. New York time. Until then, enjoy your watches and your evening. Keep the conversation going. See you tomorrow, everybody. Let's play the outro.